90.
About easy, I get it done on my dolly. Hey yo, I up jump the rookie, use the rookie at best. Shit, I'm like Ice Cube with the phone on my chest. You know the like Jeffy West on the quest. I dubbed your request. Talking all that high shit, you better wear you a vest. You set the standard, don't get shattered and mixed with the pack. Niggas wanting problems with easy, don't get best, you relax. Start writing like this shit is gas. You bag of swag, you bag of ass. Took your table through it away in the trash. Quintessential from the start, Dizzy playing his part. You straight from boys in the mud, cause you ain't got no heart. And I'm waiting back to the curve, you couldn't outsmart me. Shortie asking if I rap, I said nah, I spit dark speed. Yo,
Look,
I said just know my shit gas. You now hopping on board, you get the late pass. Who I'm kicking, was both in class, looking at the status fast, smoking loud, yo, what's Andy's on the pad, yo. Check, hey yo, what's Andy's on the pad? Check, hey yo, just know this shit is gas.
If you're frightened of dying, and you're holding on, you'll see devils tearing your life away. But if you've made your peace, then the devils are really angels, freeing you from the earth. It's just a matter of how you look at it, that's all.
959 Backstreet, so my daily needs. That's right. Swing a spade, rhyme craze. I live majestic ways and life trites pays. Surveying impressions, keep my adolescence scheming through the devil's maze. Sinful days of playing CeeLo, alleyway casinos. Other niggas hold the corner, swinging cappuccino. Invest my stilo on a gamble. We handle riches, life's a scandal. And all the streets are filled with deadly wishes. Erotic scenes with bitches, lips are holding nails like kisses. Sipping wine with friends tighter than a compass stitches. Blowing smokes towards the heavens. No more spending time regretting years before I struggle through this holy wall. It's got me choking, the world's provoking. When paranoia strike, I sleep at night with one eye open. Street disciple coping through this whole illusion till salvation comes. Fuck being righteous, the land was built on booze and guns. Daily battles in society defying me, I might just go to war. But for now, I keep my cipher pure, cause we move in opposition. Backstreet religions, a niggas getting pressed. Stress is my intuition. We move in opposition. Backstreet religions, our people's getting pressed. Stress is my intuition. We move in opposition. Backstreet religions, our niggas getting pressed. Stress is my intuition. We move in opposition. Backstreet religions, our niggas getting pressed. Second battles of life, I'm cheating deaths with an herbal breath influenced by stress. So makes a cycle home maneuvers like chess and stays ahead. Surviving these games on streets of gold till the heavens battle earth. Corruption feeds on my soul, no time for peace. My age of innocence in these seats. Now I walk these premises, home ecstatic like fleece. While my friends be sliding 5 like grace. Robber dealers out the residence. Living man corrupted like the presidents. Unforgiving, I live on grounds that are forbidden. Murder haunts my dreams and visions like the Holy Ghost is risen. Please for living 7-digit dreams. My life is full of criminal themes. Mad explicit like a portal scene. My only love is for the peoples who I ciphers with. Now peace the man swing a spade beyond some life for shit. My only love is for the peoples who I ciphers with. Now peace the man swing a spade beyond some life for shit. So we move in opposition. Backstreet religions, a niggas getting pressed. Stress is my intuition. We move in opposition. Backstreet religions, our people's getting pressed. Stress is my intuition. We move in opposition. Backstreet religions, our niggas getting pressed. Stress is my intuition. We move in opposition. Backstreet religions, our niggas getting pressed. Stress is my intuition. Yeah.
Yeah. Back on the set, HDM, Jump Nails, you know the stage. Bring it on. Jungle Mill style. Represent. Tips and hustlers, man. It all begins in a smoke-filled room, some fat bags of boom. The more that I consume, the more my brain's in tune. True, many assume to get with my platoon, but they meet they doom when they inhale the fumes. And once the herbal mist sets in, then it begins. I'll be expressing verbal madness, thinking thoughts of sin. I blends poetic scriptures from the scrolls of old, with no reward for my sword, just pay me in gold or platinum, smacking them. MCs, leave them praying on their knees while I'm pumping these trees. With ease I breeze through my lyrics, and you can hear it through the spirit. I reveal it, plus that beat that makes you feel it. Is it my red eyes that helps me prophesize, or am I hypnotized by the traumatized stimuli? Who can deny? No doubt my fly. Stay high all the time to keep the corners open in mind. It's too sublime, so rewind and analyze. Read between the lines, spark the L and catch the next rhyme. This is for the real MCs. This is for the real MCs. You know T-Shine. This is for the real MCs. This is for the real MCs. You better recognize the realness, cause only real niggas can feel this. When I reveal this, lyrical genius, see what I mean is I rip the rhyme that hit the head like bow. Strictly jungle nil style, getting out, shooting extra out. Said out, who want it now, I'll get foul. I'm ripping them C's freestyle, don't make me dig in my past. Now how? Many rappers must get torn out the frame before they realize that this shit ain't no game. No blame to what I'm saying when conveying my speech. I rhyme for real niggas representing on the streets and the corners. Let me inform you, because I'm gonna annihilate this track and blow MCs out the water. Lyrically slaughter, you're scared, well you order. Me, cause seeing me, lyrically, you're a goner. See, you know the C is hype the Madman G, or HDM for all of them who from around where I be. Cause yeah, this is for the real MCs. This is for the real MCs. You know T-Shine. This is for the real MCs. This is for the real MCs. And as I increase my higher visualize through my red eyes, I analyze the wise who prophesize on our demise and I rise. Recognize, sort the truth from the lies, cause I despise them feeble minds that can't with my lines. Do the theory that's divine, I'm ahead of my time, cause I design the kind of rhymes that should be saving like wine. A dime of that exotic makes me wanna get neurotic. The stage, the battlefield, and whack them seeds, they are my target. Spark it, soon as the dark hits, it's HDMO. I bring their rockets to the mic and watch the turn cold. I am full, the verbal scrolls found on Solomon's mind, where the treasures, herbal pleasures, sensibility and vine. But yo, the specifics ain't no time for the logistics. It's too explicit, the way I kick it lyrically, I'm gifted. You know I'm lifted, you can tell by how I'm ripping it, like I invented it. Jungle Hills, I represent it, boy. This is for the real MCs. This is for the real MCs. You know T-Shine. This is for the real MCs. This is for the real MCs. And why? One time for your mind. HDM on check. The professional, no question, no doubt. No bills, we keep it real. Double J, you in my heart, baby Paul. L.I. One time for your mind, Big Dot. Sugar Shack, where you at, baby Paul? One time for your mind, and it don't stop. Keep it real. What the deal, baby?
Alright, peace. It's Bronzebird here with the Brownstone Powwow. Tonight's episode will be called Minnehanonck. Real quick history on that, in case people are wondering, because I think people might be catching on that I love to name my streams very, very uniquely. You know what I'm saying? Minnehanonck is a Native American term or Aboriginal American term from New York, more specifically to relate to an island. That is today's Roosevelt Island. If you knew from the Dutch, it was called Blackwell Island, and a couple of other things. But I love naming my streams different things. You know what I'm saying? And especially we give thanks to the Aboriginal Americans. But nothing too much to really talk about tonight. I just wanted to share some thoughts on my mind. Shout out to Demetris in the chat. You know, there's something that I was thinking about today when I was watching the mayoral debate that's going on in my city. And it was really funny to me because I'm technically apolitical. I don't really care for politics like that. I do, but I don't. Now, I'm going to pay attention to what's happening in the presidency, what's going to be happening in my city or remote area. But, one thing that I notice politicians always do, and what I've been noticing for a long time, especially because of COVID, what I've been noticing for a lot of the time is that they always want to get you with these type of words, these comforting words, these, I don't know how to describe these addictive words. You know what I'm saying? These emotional type of words that they use on people in order for you to feel connected to them so that they can market themselves like they care and that they want to give a crap about you. But in reality, it's all just a marketing point and just a way to sell themselves and all these different things. I know later on in this journey, in this YouTube journey, I'm probably going to relate my topics to that because I have an understanding of how people work. I think I took sociology classes. I might have took psychology classes, but the point is, I was just thinking about it today, and they're just like, our brothers and sisters and all this wah-wah that they're talking, and more specifically, they were talking about things about the Jewish population being attacked by random people, which is a constant problem in New York. I'll admit that. That does usually happen. And then these uprising attacks with Asians, right? I don't advocate for nobody, causing any tension because of race. That's just flat out stupid. Don't do that. That's not cool. I did a video on my thoughts about the rise in Asian hate crimes that was geared towards so-called black people. My thoughts are simple. I just need the statistics to prove that's true. Now, yeah, you might have some apples of the bunch. You might have certain so-called black people that attack Asian people. I will not deny that. But at the same time, I just have the problem of trying to gear it towards one group and sector of people that I represent, right? And then you sit here and say, all y'all need to be held responsible. I see an Asian person, I ain't trying to beat him up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to smack no fire out of nobody. Yes, this week there was a situation, last week there was a situation where an Asian woman got sucker punched on a New York City subway train. That was messed up. Without a shadow of the doubt, I think the suspect was a so-called black man. I'm not going to deny it. If that was something that happened, then the dude needs to go to prison. Of course. There's been so many crimes happening in New York, especially because the subway system is open back up 24/7. So a lot of people was acting like really proud about the shit, and they're going ahead and pushing people in front of trains and smacking people, sucker punching, robbing, stealing, and it doesn't make me feel scared as a New Yorker. I take the train or whatever, stuff like that every day. But, it's just something to think about. But back to my point about this whole entire lesson about pandering in words, emotional words. I can understand how words spell. As in when you're talking about words in a word spell, you're dropping spells on people. I am cognizant of that. I will tell you that. I'm very cognizant of that. But at the same time, when I speak about things, let's be cliche for a second. Most of the time, I'm speaking from the heart. I'm speaking from the truth. I'm not telling you lies just to tell you lies. You know, certain people may be on YouTube. They might be just trying to get their followers up. I mean, we all are. I don't want to stay stuck in the hundreds range. I want to be able to get my followers up or get my subscriptions up, of course, because I feel like I contribute a lot of things, maybe to the manosphere, maybe to just people out there, the everyday people who's watching. I'm an intellectual dude. I have promising conversations on things. Peace to you, Primetime. But I just realized today, when it came to the politicians, how hard they tried to go on trying to convince people, I am your friend. I am here for you. We're going to knock down poverty. We're going to have affordable housing. We're going to do something about the homeless. And I'm like, nah, that's bullshit. Y'all not trying to do not a goddamn thing. Y'all just talking on a damn soapbox. De Blasio is a piece of shit, and a lot of you politicians is a piece of shit. You understand me? Like, I just have to say it because it's just something I think about. And it's just like the power of words. A lot of people may become sucked in, you know, because there's an emotionality to people. You know what I'm saying? How you relate to people. You want people to feel close to you. Unless you're just a blundering asshole who just doesn't care and you just feel as if, like, whatever you say goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just a literal, like, contrarian, like, or a dogmatist. Your whole entire thing is whatever I say, I don't care what you think. That goes with compassion. And I know later this week, I'm going to be talking about, look out for the episode of Brownstone Powwow this week, because I'm going to be talking about the whole entire problem between the melanated nations. I don't want to give off too much, but I'm going to put some stuff within the stream so that you guys can have a conversation with me about your thoughts about being a so-called African American versus being Caribbean versus being African. And, you know, I was just thinking about this. I was thinking about that dude Hammer. Anybody in this chat know who Hammer is? Please put a 1 in the chat if you can. I know it's not a lot. It's only like a few people watching right now. But if you could put that in the chat for me, that'd be great. If you know who Hammer is. I was just thinking about it. Hey, peace, 1Gs. And brother, if I drop the link tonight for the panel, I would love for you to come up, man. Shout outs to 1Gs. Subscribe to his channel. He's doing big things. I just saw you, brother. So I definitely was watching your channel as well, brother. Yeah, great. So y'all know who I'm talking about. So this is the thing. No, I was on his panel. So Demetris, I was on his panel a couple of times, like maybe 2 or 3 times I was on his panel. Now, the thing about it with him is the whole thing about buying subscriptions on YouTube, it's looked down upon. Of course, there's people who do it. It's just like the same thing people do on Instagram. Facebook isn't really a thing anymore. Twitter, all these different things. I'm not with buying subscriptions. Like the hard work that I put in doing this page, different other social media outlets that I was on. I believe in hard work. I believe in doing exactly what you have to do. That's just me. But to Hammer, I mean, that last stream he did, like that notorious stream he did that night, man, that brother went off, and he just was like, yeah, because he was talking about, you know who, Jessica Eggz, just randomly mentioned her name out of nowhere. It was just like, you stupid bitch, this, da. You think because you from Britain, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I'm sitting there like, yo, hold up. Both of y'all is African. So it's crazy to me, you switch to the argument of talking about black Brits, but then versus being American, y'all got your own problems because still so-called African Americans and Africans don't get along. So I just thought it was remarkable. And, you know, Hammer Stream, the thing that annoyed me about Hammer Stream, yeah, he should have never done that. That was, you know, you got caught out there, bro. Like, you got caught out there. People pulled your file. And the only way you think you could just go ahead with the argument is just mentioning somebody who has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. He has nothing to do with the situation. She has nothing to do with the situation. And I'm not caping for her. I'm just saying, like, it was just really weird to watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I haven't been here that long. You know what I'm saying? So Hammer, I just randomly seen him, and I think he already had 1K subscribers when I started paying attention to his channel. You know what I'm saying? And I just came on there, and I was speaking with Aronde, I think his name is. And he seemed like cool people. But my thing about it is that whole entire subscription shit, you better protect your ass. Because bots that sat up there and went into his chat, was chatting down all that shit, and it backfired on him. You thought that you was technologically smart, but you wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe in buying subscriptions. I don't believe in that at all. Like, I believe in hard work. If it's not meant for me, it's not meant for me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, everybody on YouTube here in this chat, y'all have the potential of doing whatever it is that y'all want to do to get y'all subscriptions up or get your voices be heard. I see people who had 34 subscriptions, their videos is doing over 1K. So, I mean, even if you just have that little bit of subscriptions, bro, you have the opportunity to grow your channel or make noteworthy material where it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Let me read this. So Demetris says, Jess doesn't get everything right, but I can appreciate what she does. Yeah, absolutely. There's many times that me and Jess have been on panels together and I've outright disagreed with Jess. I'm like, no, you're wrong. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, everybody praises her for being intellectual and smart. She is a smart woman, but at the same time, like, not everything you say is right. And I'm going to challenge you on those points because I believe you're wrong. And we don't see the same thing. That's how you just do with people in discussions. The thing that brothers need to understand and certain people in this space need to understand, stop idolizing people. Stop. Don't, like, even if it's somebody that's just like, yo, Bronzebird is like one of the best YouTubians out of the manosphere. I said, no, I'm not the best. I do my work. I go ahead and I make these videos for you guys so you can learn something. Or you can be entertained with the message that I want to point out to you guys. That's all it's about. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to do here. But brothers got to stop with that idolization shit. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? My honest opinion about her is that she's an intellectual woman. She's smart. And she really hits on topics that's cool. Gets a little bit tedious about the Kevin Samuels thing, but at the same time, I understand why she does it, and I'm not going to knock it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of that, if brothers want to hop on this panel tonight and talk about KS, I'm doing it a one time and one time only. I think I might lead a panel just to talk about it one time, but I'm not doing it again. My thing about it is simple. We're getting more exposure now because of KS. KS is not a part of the manosphere. A lot of people say that he is. That's the whole thing with Obsidian. Obsidian, let's talk about, you know, he's bigging up KS all day long and this, that, and the third. Maybe I'm not long enough in this space to really, KS. Really in this space long enough to really talk about that. But I was there when we were just beefing about the whole entire KS being considered a part of the manosphere. And he's not. It's just that we're getting more people and more traffic into the manosphere because of him. I came in before that situation. But my reason for saying that is, it's like, you know, you're getting your strags coming over here talking shit. You're getting your dudes coming over here and they're starting to find out, oh yeah, what is the manosphere? Let me say this perfectly clear, gentlemen. Do not stop expressing your mind, saying exactly what you feel, saying exactly whatever is on your mind. I may disagree with it. I may agree with it. Hold on. Let me see. Primetime VA says, so when I came into the space 3 years ago, KS was basically a part of the manosphere. Okay. And if you have background information on that, when I drop the link, let me know what's up. But I'm saying that because I mean, as far as we know, it's not like KS says, yo, I'm a part of the manosphere. He doesn't say that. I've never seen him on any of these interviews say verbatim, he's part of the manosphere. I don't even know if he was mentioned about it. Then it's these references, it's these other YouTubers that I guess is a part of the manosphere or they're affiliates of the manosphere. Mediocre Tools and Strategies, I think his name is. I like his videos. I like him. He's cool. I like what he talks about. And then there's this dude named Thon Levy. I've been watching him for a while and I think he has some amazing content. So I mean, yeah, and, you know, of course, you got the women in this space, and, you know, sometimes we get a little bit out of line. I believe so. We get out of line sometimes because, you know, we just ready to call a woman a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I just be like, look, chill. Let's chill for a second. Listen, the only thing I'm going to say about KS, yeah, mediocre tutorials and reviews. That's him. I like him. I like what he talks about. Then I knew he was going to get the marketing ploy of trying to get Shahrazad Ali on a panel. And I mean, yes, but this is what I'm going to do. Yes, we talk about Shahrazad Ali. Peace to my dude, we here. Yes, we talk about Shahrazad Ali. Shahrazad Ali would be today's red pill woman, I guess that is. But let's really hit the nail on the head. There's plenty of women besides Shahrazad Ali, if you're talking in the 90s and early 2000s, that was probably quote-unquote red pill minded. I'm going to do my research on that, and either I'm going to hold a panel on a Brownstone Powwow, or I'll just do a regular videos whenever I feel like it to have those conversations about the other women that would be considered red pill. But yes, brothers, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy every one of you guys that make content, or brothers that's inspiring to make content right now. Each and every one of you have the ability to. Shout out to my dude Sheed again, because Sheed actually has very influential educational panels and discussions. So I see brothers like him and I'm like, okay, cool, I got you. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. My thing about it is, it's like, yeah, you have that. And I'm going to talk about this later on in my YouTube journey about number one, is there any capability of getting a quote unquote red pill woman? Or if you are a single man right now, is there a possibility, if you're interested in an LTR, that what are you going to offer to a relationship if you find the woman of your choice? Because too many times we focus, what does the person I want, what is the qualities, what are the qualities? You know I'm about inner inspection. You know I'm about talking. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm talking about like inner soul working, okay? All about yourself. Being selfish, but in a beneficial way. Not being selfish and toxic, which seems to be one of those words a lot of people like to throw around today. Toxic. What is the inner working of you? With that being said, if you're strong enough to get into LTR, now with that being mentioned, right? What do you offer to the partner of your choice? Change the paradigm, dimensional shift, dimensional atmosphere. That was the last panel. But that's my main point. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just basically what I'm going to get at. That's just the inner reflections. But I mean, like, I'm just proud in general. I don't know what else to say. But I'm just really proud of, like, what us as men could really put together when we put our minds to it. Yeah, we got bullshit that goes on in space or in real life. I don't neglect that. And my last point before I drop the link, play some music again, is that I want to just get to the point of talking about us as so-called black men. Are we bougie? Are we bougie? And what I mean by saying bougie, like, we don't want to be affiliated with the jail niggas, all right? The jail dudes, you know what I'm saying? And am I labeling, I thought about this today because there was a clip that I was watching on Instagram from this lady named Goddess Ayana. She goes up by a different name, but she on YouTube, I think her name is Goddess Ayana. When we talk about men, right? When we talk about the degenerate of men, the low trash men, and all these different things, my thing about it is I don't want to be compared to them, right? I don't want to be like them. I don't want to live a life of crime and then go to prison and all these different things. People have their excuses and their reasons for why, their alibis, why they go to prison. But at the same time, we have an understanding about who is doing the work to become a better productive man, more specifically, a better so-called black man, and who isn't. So, yeah, do I look down upon dudes in prison? Yeah, I do. I'm not going to even lie like I don't. I do. I look down upon dudes in prison. But at the same time, there has been men who have studied the law in prison, have went through all these books, have went through all these laws and all these different things, and they found a way to get out. Those are the type of brothers I would never down. But I do think on a very much basic, I want to say a basic surface level, about dudes in prison. Or degenerates, that is. You know what I'm saying? Or dudes that get caught up in a gang life or things that's destructive to the quote-unquote community. Now, there was a dude that came from prison. He has a video on Vlad TV. I forgot his name. He's like the hood stockbroker or something like that. I don't know. He was in prison. He had learned how to do stocks and do trades while he was in prison. Came out of prison, he's able to teach tutorials and all these different things while outside of prison. You understand? This is beautiful shit. That's all I'm saying. All right? So that's just something I want to think about, because there's an arch nemesis against this space. Dare I not mention his last name? You know I always talk about him. But that's the dude that's classified as bougie niggas. But he's being bougie to the wrong type of so-called black men. Not us, though. He views us all as pookies. Right? So it's like something I just like to think about, because I want all of us to be held to a higher standard. When I talk to you brothers on the panel and you brothers listening right now, I look at y'all all in a higher standard. So if you on that Pookie and Ray Ray shit, I'm just kind of like, I don't try to look at you like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look at you in a better perspective, in a better limelight. You understand? So that's how I feel, man. I don't know what else to really say. That's really my introspection. Thank you for listening to my TED Talks. Good night. I'm playing. I'm about to play some music and drop the link. So if y'all want to come aboard, it's all good. If not, I'm probably gonna play. There was a video I was gonna play from WorldStar that was on my mind that I saw earlier today. Just some dumb shit. This like Rachiana decided to say to an upcoming candidate for New York City mayor. So yeah, I'm gonna read this comment real quick too. Hold on, I'm gonna read both comments actually. So Demetris says, "I'm waiting for my food or whatever." Okay, bro, it's not a problem, bro. I'm probably gonna be here till like 11. So whenever you can charge your phone up, you want to come up on a panel, you're more than welcome to, bro. I'm the farther. I guess you're saying I'm the farthest from Pookie. I love to work hard. QT any job I have. All right, my brother, you straight pimping. I got you. You pimping. You pimping. All right. Well, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and play.
The elimination.
All right, I'm back like cook crack. All right. Hold up. All right. So, the link is right there in case anybody wants to come on while I'm talking. If not, then I'll just share my videos and be out. Well, what else do I want to talk about? I guess the tribe of Gad, you know, the original people that lived in America, there was no borders. There was different tribes, right? Even when the French, the Dutch, and all the rest of the people, you know, they dominated and came into the land. Before then, there was disputes with the people of this land already. But there technically wasn't no borders. People just knew what tribe they was from. If you was a foreigner, they could just tell off an impact. Even in Canada, I believe the etymology for Canada is Kanata. It's not, Canada is a name that was mispronounced. I think the name is Jacques Cartier. I forgot the name. I was doing research on it a while ago, so it's still rusty in my mind. But that was at least when Canada came into, you know, its prominence, the 1530s, I think 1535, something around there, right? Anyway, the French obviously took over, did what they did, blah, blah, blah. But now, hold on, what we say? We got MS-13 in Texas. They think that they're coming to be safe, but MS-13 will gravitate towards them here in Texas. Yeah, and I still recognize, gangs is still really a big problem, of course, especially with foreign gangs. Now, here in New York, you have MS-13, Patia, regular Bloods and Crips. But the history of the Bloods, just for a quick reference, when it came to New York, was actually because of protection from the gangs inside Rikers Island. So they needed help. They was getting their ass whooped in prison. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no help. So the Bloods formed in 1993 in Rikers Island as a way to be protected. And the rabbit hole goes down there. What I figured things that happen is you have something that started with good intentions, and then it starts to become bad as time goes on. But I just even seen today the Mexican cartel's ex-girlfriend got killed by someone who played a character. I don't remember for what, but that shit was crazy. Peace, David. But I'm saying that because the immigration problem, right? I'm trying to make it make sense. There's so much. This is how I feel about the immigration problem. There's so much focus on what's going on in Mexico as opposed to the immigrants that come across the Atlantic Ocean. I would have said Pacific, but really it's just going to be Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? And then it's probably going to be, what's that other part? I was going to say, not a couple of islands or whatever and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, why is there not much more focus on the immigrants that come from the Atlantic Ocean over here? Right? Like, I don't know. Maybe me as American, North American that is, North American Negro. Maybe me as a North American, I see it that way. Because when they talk about borders, they keep constantly talking about Mexicans. And they keep talking about all this immigration problem. But you have people who's coming off the planes getting citizenship. And, well, they're not getting citizenship because it's taking years for them to get citizenship. But they're getting their working papers. They're getting all these documentations. They're able to fill up on all these governmental programs and all these different things. And it's like, well, what is y'all policy? Trump said that he doesn't want illegal immigrants. He wants to make everything American, even though his lineage is that he's German. He's from Germany, born in Queens, but his father and his mother is from Germany. First of all, this whole entire land is full of immigrants. All so-called white people are immigrants. Good amount of so-called black people are immigrants. And I'm even talking about before the whole entire immigration policy that I believe happened in the late 1960s, early 1970s. I'm talking about possibly so-called African Americans. You have other lineage other than just, I don't know, because pan motherfuckers, pan Africans want to say that you're all from Africa. I don't believe in that shit. I'm going to get to the topic in a second. Just hear me out. And like I said, I see all the people that's coming in the chat. Peace, Blue Lion. The link is right there if y'all want to come up. If not, then it is what it is. But Pan-Africans want to sit up there and say, all you niggas come from Africa. Okay? They won't tell you what land, but y'all asses come from Africa. Okay? When I did my little research, and I'm still doing more research, there might be some British or English ancestry to so-called African Americans. Shit, some of y'all actually might be from here on American land. I don't deny that. But the argument about immigration starts to get on my nerves a little bit because it's like, on the one hand, I don't like feeling like, I don't even know if he's still in the chat, bro. I don't like feeling like immigrants have one up on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. Like maybe they won't say it, but they get into these conversations of saying, oh, you African Americans are so lazy and blah, 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 and this, that, and third. Yeah, now the conversation would be different because of COVID. A lot of people lost their jobs, so they're not really able to work. But I think I'm going to touch on that on Friday. But it's just crazy to me. So let me read your comments after this point. Going back to what I'm saying about immigration. And I think that was my point. But it's just crazy to me to see Kamala Harris look fucking dumb on TV and laugh it off like she don't know what the hell she's talking about, and there's serious issues at play. I think Joe Biden is a goddamn moron. Well, he's a smart dude, but he's using and pandering to so-called black people because he's using y'all asses. But you voted for him, so enjoy having him as president. You understand me? So, you know, it is what it is. Let me read y'all comments. Peace to you, Blue Lion. He says Malik Eggz is a Freemason. Well, if Malik Eggz is still here, he's able to hit the link. Y'all can have a discussion on why you're saying he's a Freemason. Blue Lion always trying to sit up there and gat at somebody. I swear to God, man. Blue Lion, this is the thing about Blue Lion. I like Blue Lion. Blue Lion always catching somebody. He like, yeah, I'm going to expose your ass. Yo, you already exposed Vagata. If you get exposed, I don't know if you're going to expose Malik Eggz, but look, I'm not in that. It's just funny. So, I mean, Blue Lion is always, he's a detective. He's like the detective of these streams, man. It's all good, bro. You know, it's much love. So let's see what he says. Demetris says, so when divestors say no other group really has issues, but I would submit the argument that it's actually worse for people of Latin American descent. Yes, absolutely. But you know why that is? The reason why is because they don't study the other countries. And to my ignorance, I haven't studied all the countries yet, but I am cognizant of the things that's going on. Like in Colombia, they was having big problems. In Venezuela, they was having big problems. Venezuela had problems with their finances. You know what I'm saying? They had problems with that. But divestors is only one-track minded, Demetris. You and I both know that, but I'm just saying that for the people who's listening. Divestors are one-track minded because their whole goal is to make the so-called African American or so-called black people that live on American turf feel like shit. And it's really weird because as a so-called African American, I still consider Haitians, Jamaicans, anybody from the Caribbean, Central America, South America like family. Y'all just distant cousins. I mean, if you put a Panamanian next to a so-called African American, we both look alike. If you put a Haitian next to me, I look like a Haitian. Well, no, I don't look like a Haitian, but we look alike. If you put, damn it, Jamaicans is basically like our brothers and sisters. I mean, especially where I'm from, Jamaicans and so-called African Americans is like peanut butter and jelly. So, going back to the Latin country, yes, there's a lot of different things, a lot of corruption that's going on in those countries. And it's just that, like I said, divestors are one-track minded. As long as their preface is to say, you black men are a piece of shit, that's their whole entire point. They're not going to go into further detail of studying these other countries. At the most, these other fed up so-called black women are just make the argument and try to go for the jugular and say, oh, you black men is just desperate for pussy. That's why you're going out to Latin countries to fuck on these dirty foot bitches. That's their whole entire argument. And it's lame. It's lame because now you're just seeing how childish they're acting. Now you just see exactly how they're trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's stupid. But that's just divestors, though. Like I said, I don't respect divestors. Once you sat up there and said that you wish that the black man would be hung on a tree, and you said shit like abort male fetuses, I have no respect for you. And you wish that the black man would be dead. You're done. You're done. Peace, Blue Lion. What's going on, man?
Yo, Brownsboro, how's it going?
What's good? What's good, Mr. Detective?
I'm good. Just cooking my dinner exactly at the moment. But yeah, you're definitely right about me being a detective.
Yeah. I think Elite about to have a stream tonight on Vagata. I don't know what the hell she's gonna be talking about, but I'm gonna jump in and try to see what she's talking about later on. But I mean, like I've let me tell you this because I don't think we had a formal conversation. I was on that stream when you did expose him, and it's just that I think he was being racially insensitive when he started calling you a monkey. Because I feel like he knew why he was calling you a monkey. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like when we got at him on the stream and we were saying, yo, you're a Khazar and you're not a real Jew. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, oh, this is insane. you're being racist. But racism of the truth is wrong. But full out racial insensitive terms like calling a so-called black man a monkey is allowed. That's not racist.
Nah, he's just being a hypocrite.
Thank you. And it was bullshit. Then this dude Vegata has the balls to get on Elite stream that actual morning, right? It was a funny ass stream. I was laughing the whole entire time. It was fun with them. Peace to Elite and Raven. But he got on that stream this morning, still trying to argue the fact of the matter every single black person is from Africa. What the fuck, man? And I'm just like, it's too early in the morning for that. I don't want to hear that shit. We already told you we don't all come from Africa, so cut that shit out, yo. Like, it was annoying, man. Like, I just was like, nah, yo, I'm over it. I'm totally over it, you know.
That dude is so ignorant because he went to Honesty Amy stream, he went to somebody else's stream for the Mixed community, and he got chewed out.
You know, he seems like the ill herd, and it's just like he doesn't understand. Like, there's people who just literally don't take your shit. And then I think I seen Hiroshima. How you pronounce it? Hiroshima.
Yep.
I'm just saying Huro. So Huro, I think it was Huro or Junko that was cursing his ass out.
Yes.
And I was just enjoying it. So when you apologize on Elite stream, I'm just like, what are you apologizing for? I enjoyed this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was laughing my ass off. Like, I was just sitting back on my laptop. I was like, this is hilarious as hell. Like, he's getting cussed out right now.
Yeah, that's a side people don't see very often.
Yeah, dude, like, you know, sometimes you need it to be a boxing match, you know, so certain times you need that to happen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, when you saw that, so everybody saw that, they were like, oh, shit, we never expect Art to go that off on that person.
That's right.
like, hey, you kept on pushing it, and now you got the other side you did not see. You're not expecting.
Yeah.
Because I'm just more of the reasonable person. I'm not gonna sit there and go at somebody.
Right. There's a reason for why you go at people. You're not gonna just say, "Oh yeah, I just don't like you," and you know what I mean. Like, of course. Let me read David's comment real quick. They hate black men and we hate them right back. Well, my thing is this, David. I don't hate black women. You know, my thing is I like so-called black women. I just like so-called black women who are feminine. I don't like so-called black women that talk shit and talk down on so-called black men every chance they get. And I don't like strags. I say this all the time. I usually don't like older so-called black women, more specifically the ones that talk on the soapbox, because they just talk a whole entire shit about so-called black men being way past their prime and poisoning my generation and Gen Z with their rhetoric. So I don't hate them. I just think that they're annoying as shit. And it's just a good amount of them. Unfortunately, it's a good amount of them. So that's my whole point. Me, like I said, I still low-key like me a so-called black woman. Like, listen, all right, I'm going to be funny. I'm the type of bird that still wants to date any nation, but my first pick is so-called black women. It is. I'm not going to sit here and lie. But, you know, that's... Oh, yeah, bro. And that's what I mean. Like, their whole entire rhetoric is just off. And it doesn't make sense because they're older. So it's just that I'm looking at you to be almost an elder, but you're still acting like a child. Exactly. But then you have to realize this is how women act. They follow on to drama. It's like flies to shit to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they'll just pick at it. And if the bird sense, they're being like vultures. They're just picking at things, just to pick at things, you know? So, yeah, that's how I feel. I can't get enough of so-called black women. It's almost the summer. It's about to be the summer equinox. And, bro, let me tell you, I was just walking down the street. I think I was on a bus. I was looking out the window, and I was just like, it's this nice-ass so-called black woman with her natural hair. Lord have mercy. I think I seen a principal who looked like she was in her 30s looking good as hell. Looked like a goddamn salmon. Shit. I went on a tangent for a second. You got a blue eye. And I understand, Blue Lion, you got Tiff now, so congratulations to you guys.
Oh, thank you. Speaking of Zach, my mom disrespected me and her on that scenario yesterday, and she's being ignorant like I don't know what. But I went on ZTV stream and addressed that because I was so furious yesterday.
Was it about something you said?
Nope, because I told her that me and her are together, and she wanted to give her a chance. It's saying all this negative stuff about her. Then it's like when I confront her about it on the phone, it's Sarah's. And then like later on, when I add her to the Facebook group called with my girl that was toxic, she gonna sit there and say, "Oh, but you did nothing wrong." But you sit there saying all that negative stuff about her on the phone. That makes you a hypocrite, big time.
So let me ask, yeah, Demetris. So let me ask you this. So basically, your mom doesn't really approve of Tiff.
Nope. But guess what? I can care less what she thinks.
Hey, look, listen, that's your woman. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the most important thing. Your mom is just gonna have to, respect that relationship. Hopefully one day, it could be on better terms. But I mean, look, the woman's nature. You know what I'm saying? The woman's nature. They sniff it out. They be like, no, I don't like her. I don't like her. You start to realize it.
Yeah, and the worst thing is, I talked to Tiffany. She said she's never gonna forgive my mom. After what she said and said all that negative stuff, nope. And personally, I don't blame her because I don't even want to talk to her at the moment.
Right. Oh, damn.
Because, it's just like, so you disrespect her, you disrespected me.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, I mean, like at the end of the day, she still has to respect you as a grown man. She can feel how she feels, but at the same time, she has to respect your decisions on the things that you make. You know what I'm saying? You're in your 30s, so it's kind of like, at the end of the day, you may not like her, but you're going to have to get to know her because this is who you chose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm going to respond to David real quick.
Go right ahead.
I've dated other races of women myself.
Hey,
now, David, now, Dave, and I'm gonna get to you on this, Blue Lion, because this would be an interesting conversation. How far though? Because I think I only did the basics, like so-called white women, so-called black women, so-called Latinas, Eastern Europeans. No, not really. Let's see. I don't even think I really dealt with an Asian yet. I don't think I did. There's some who had liked me and I was interested, but it didn't really go far. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't on purpose, but I was with it without a shadow of a doubt. So I would love to see David, if you want to hit the stream and talk about that, you're more than welcome to. If not, you could keep commenting in the comment section. But I'm gonna go to you, Blue Lion, if you want to share your thoughts on that statement.
Oh yeah, I dated other women of race. I dated white, Asian, and white and Asians. I guess that's what I dated before. That's about it. And my
whites and Asians, whites, Asians, and so-called blacks.
Yeah. Because the first woman I ever dated was my race before the other two races.
Okay, and I mean obviously when it came to so-called white women, there were some of them that made the whole entire phallus reference and, making it a big deal because of a so-called black man. It was kind of annoying. I'm not going to lie. Cause sometimes they try to make it all about that. They just is like, I mean, if you're basically saying you want some dick, you want some dick. You don't have to do all those references to rappers and old ass stars and all that other shit. You don't need to do that. It's not necessary. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy to me. David, my man, thanks for coming up on the panel. Peace, Chief.
Peace. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Wait, who's that?
This is David that was in the comment section.
Oh, David. Oh, hello.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know that I dated other races of women, like white women, Latino women, and Asian women.
Who did you have? Who did you have the best? I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just want to ask you this question real quick.
Okay.
Who did you feel you had the best experience with?
white women.
Okay.
And black women, I had it like worse.
Yikes.
Okay. Expand, brother. I'm all ears. So just give your perspective, your story. I'm all ears, bro. As far as you want to go with it.
All right. Yeah. I've been with sisters and they treat me like crap all my life, man. That's why I just give up on them. And that's why I turn to other races of women, because they treat me way better.
Right.
Yeah.
And are you currently in a relationship now?
Oh, I'm not in any relationship now.
Are you pumping and dumping?
I'm just pumping and dumping for the most part.
He's pumping, pumping and dumping. Hey, look, brother. Look, man. As long as you stay safe, as long as you stay good, you know what I'm saying. That's all that matters. But I mean, like the characteristics of so-called white women I dealt with. Actually, I was pretty surprised because the whole femininity conversation comes in.
Yes.
And it's like, at first I'm just like, nah, that's just a stereotype. But it's just like, in certain cases, it came out to be true. I even was going to date a feminist.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually surprised when I said that I'm like literally against feminism. Like I'm not
it too.
Yeah, I'm not for it. So it was just like, she was conversating with me and she was like being empathetic. She was like, oh, I understand how you feel and I understand where you're coming from. And like, she was like practically like rubbing my hand while we was talking. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So you're being compassionate and you're looking in my eyes and shit, like twinkle, twinkle. Like, I was like, wow, I didn't really know it was like that. But yeah, I can get the aspect on that. I'm usually an opportunist by nature. It's like whoever just comes into who vibes with me, whatever the energy sticks, I'll go to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same with me.
Right. And that's just how I am. Like it, you know, but I mean, I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't know if it's brothers that decide, like, do you feel like you might be the type of person that might want to get into the LTR, or is it just a wrap?
LTR?
Long-term relationship.
Oh, long-term relationship. Right now, I'm not looking for a long-term relationship.
Okay. So you're looking to just, smash and do you?
Yeah, for the most part.
Well, listen, brother, that's okay. I ask all of my brothers, wrap it up tight and do you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just make sure you don't have no unplanned pregnancies or the girl try to trap you. Because that happened to a couple of my friends or people I know, and I'm just like, damn, it's fucked up. Peace to you, Absalom. Jump on the panel if you want. Go ahead, Dave.
It happened to my friends, too. They got trapped in pregnancy. Luckily for me, I always strap up when I'm with these women.
Because these women will try something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. They'll put you on child support, too.
Even before that, they'll sit up there and try to be like, oh, have sex without the condom to make you feel comfortable. No. And it's really crazy the scenarios that come up because they know why they're getting pregnant. And that's why you just have to be careful because I've heard the stories. Men have been so upset that they're like, yo, I'm going to take care of my child. And this is another thing these dumbass divestors and these simp-ass niggas always like to talk about. They always want to talk about how us as men don't want to take care of our responsibilities and all this wah-wah bullshit. And then sit up there and say, yeah, y'all just like getting women pregnant on purpose. No, the fuck we don't.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. That's a fucking lie. That does not happen for 100% of the time. You understand? Like that. You know what I'm saying? I just wish people would stop saying that because there are women that do shiesty shit to men. You know what I'm saying? And get pregnant from them on purpose. What's going on, Absalom?
Chilling, man. Peace to the family, man. Peace, yo, man. Y'all chopping it up. I'm late, so I'm gonna catch back up.
Never late, bro. You just come into the atmosphere.
No doubt. Peace.
Hello.
I'm just glad to see some of my commenters that came up on the panel. But go ahead. You got it.
Oh, me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just noticed people be doing those side segments, but I'm not gonna say that because if I do say, I'll be getting on somebody's tail, so I'm not gonna even bother.
Oh, signs.
But Bronzebird, you already know I'm a detective anyway, so.
Yeah, you said something about Malik Eggz, and I was just like, oh.
Oh yes, he is. He's
I'm gonna hold on that. But Absalom, oh my fault. Absalom, you still there, right?
Yeah, I'm still here, bro.
Oh, my fault. I didn't know if you wanted to get a word in, or Dave, you wanted to get a word in.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna chime in.
Oh, okay. So I was like odded out because I know Malik Eggz. The last time I conversated with him, or I was around, was when he was on Elite's panel. So the conversation about Malik Eggz and then Eric and Malik Eggz is like a damn duo. And then obviously for some odd reason, Hyro has a problem with Malik Eggz, and then Eric, of course. So yeah, what's that about? Because that caught me by surprise. And then you say he's a Freemason, so I'm definitely like, oh.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is, if I see anybody doing those signs, I'm gonna call you a Freemason.
Just automatically off impact, you're just calling people a Freemason.
Because I can see exactly that I know something ain't right. You know.
Yeah, I don't try to get involved with those signs, man. Like, you know, brothers that's listening right now, you gotta pay attention to things like the peace sign and you know, the rock sign.
Yes.
Or the you know, Jay-Z when he did the rock sign and stuff like that. Like, I've been paying attention to stuff like that, and I stay heavily away. I don't even try to do that. When I throw up the peace sign, you throw your two fingers together. Your pointer finger and your middle finger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the peace sign. I don't try to do the peace sign like everybody else.
Nah. They call it Freemasonry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every hand sign is Freemasonry.
Freemason, exactly.
Yeah,
I don't even get into that at all.
I need to discuss that on my channel.
I remember Chronicles of Judah was talking about the thumb sign, like when you put your thumbs up. I think that had to do with sodomy. It had to deal with like anal penetration. I'm not really sure, but it's been a while. I usually always like watch his videos, but he was talking about hand signals too. And I was just paying attention for a while because I remember back in 2009, you know, I'm thinking, you know, when that song New York State of Mind came out with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys, I'm like, yeah, that song is dope, da-da-da-da. But then, you throw up the rock sign because you're thinking, oh, yeah, it's Jay-Z. But, yeah, you got to pay attention to a lot of these like celebs. Yes. You know, they'll be on camera and, you know, they throw up certain signs to initiate they're part of the clan, you know. Mm-hmm. And, you know, too many people just get caught up thinking, oh, it's just a cool gesture. Like, no, there's meanings to a lot of these different gestures. You got to pay attention.
Exactly. And I see folks like this be thrown on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. Folks say, you don't want me to get on your tail and call you out. Because I will do it. And I wouldn't care if you get mad.
You got to, man. That's what the truth is about. You got to get to that nitty-gritty of points. And unfortunately, a lot of people are not really able to receive truth. You know, they don't like it. It's just kind of like, oh, why are you saying that? Oh, why you got to be a bigot? Why you got to be this? Like, you know, that damn rabbit hole people be talking about. And just brothers, and I know y'all going to understand what I'm talking about. Not just that. Just all these goddamn agendas that's being pushed out into the world right now. Especially that frivolous-ass argument I had with Mysteriously now, who doesn't like me, on that panel on Saturday.
Speaking of him, Zachariah, he doesn't like me either. He don't like both of us.
He don't like both of us based upon what we said to him from the Far Loan Away panel.
Nope.
Because but see, that's what I was saying too. It's too much of this, and this is why I was saying I was bigging up Kwame Brown in some of my videos because he was exposing it about this go along, get along club. That's basically all it is. So when they see guys like, you know, that's thinking outside the box and we not just, you know, co-signing and being this little groupie and shit like that in their chats and stuff like that. When they don't see that, they view you as a threat, basically, I guess, for their channel. I don't know what's going on. But it's just like this go along, get along group. And if you're not with them, you're against them. So people have to, you know, it's like you gotta go what you gotta go, what you gotta do, man. You know. I'm pretty sure as men, we're not gonna kiss ass all day long.
Nope.
You ain't supposed to.
Yeah, because my channel is I expose the truth on a lot of things. A lot of people get very triggered when I expose so much goes on.
Can I be real for a second?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know this guy Absalom. I don't feel like saying his name, but his last name is Truth. He's an arch nemesis of the Manosphere.
Okay. Oh wow.
So what I enjoy about content, because I call him a bougie ass nigga. This is why I call him a bougie. Because his whole entire rhetoric is to say, I'm a better black man. Constantly trying to prove these points and challenge people. Challenge so-called black men, that is. Demetris knows who I'm talking about. Trying to challenge so-called black men, but at the same time, because we disagree with him, and about how many times, especially so-called black women that are called into a show disrespect us, now all of a sudden we're the bad people. We're what's bad for the community. We're the bad guys. Because we're not afraid of saying the shit that needs to change within the perimeter of the so-called community. You understand? I just find it so ironic. Dudes like him want to say all that bullshit. Then you get Boyce Watkins. Then you get what's that other dude? That dude, what Roland Martin, I think his name is.
Yeah,
Roland Johnson.
Roland
Omar Johnson. You know what I'm saying? And I was in Roland Martin's chat because Tamika Mallory was in that panel, and I was cutting that ass when I was in. I was like, Tamika Mallory that had that dumbass commercial with the Cadillac, or had all so-called black women, no so-called black men talking about the black community, man. Like, nah. Then
and they didn't time you out. They didn't time you out and put you on punishment.
They didn't time me out. Roland Martin. The only thing Roland Martin did was that he basically was just like, you have a lot of these dusties in the chat right now using bitch words, and like, because Roland Martin to me reminds me of a brown skinned penguin, but I was just like, yo, y'all mad because I'm in this chat exposing this fraud, yo. Why y'all mad at me, yo? I'm exposing this fraud. It's like, enough is enough already. But that goes to my point. Well, I think it's beneficial for a lot of us to stand on our square. Don't back down. Because a lot of these dudes, especially last name Truth, is making these dudes look like fools on panels because they're coming with that, I feel like, but it's not right though, because for the community. And my answer is like, yo, fuck you. I'm about to roast your ass. I'm about to expose your bitch ass, and I'm about to get you. And this is one thing I have to say, because I have to let this off my chest. I can't respect Homeboy because he was going to use that guy Renegade 1 who committed suicide, his death. He was going to make a panel on that and say and use that against the Manosphere. Because what he does right now is he calls the Manosphere the pedosphere. So not only did he deleted this stream, I could have screenshotted it, but it got deleted so quick. So if I ever come into contact with this dude, game over. Because I got dirt on it. But my point is like, these dudes go up on panels and they be like, I feel like, but you shouldn't do that though. You should take this approach. You know, like the 90s R&B nigga voice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like, that joint bothers me, man. Like, it's just, yeah. Demetris, thanks for coming on the panel, man. Peace, Chief. You know, you get word in.
Yes, sir. Honest truth is infuriating, to say the least. I found this other guy, Themis and Thoth. He a pink pill was in his chat, and I was like, oh lord.
Demetris, let me tell you about that though. I actually went on his panel, right?
What?
Yeah, I was on that. Let me tell you what happened, yo. First of all, Crystal and Karazin was there. So I was on I forgot what is it that we was talking about. I just wanted to proceed to expose Crystal and Karazin because I think she's a fraud. I have no problem with so-called black women dating outside their nation. That's the first thing I said. They got annoyed. Huh?
I don't have a problem with them dating out either. They could do whatever it is they want to do.
Right. And there's no problem with that. Just don't bash black men in the process. That's my whole entire point.
Exactly. And I date outside my race and I don't bash black women.
Exactly. You just enjoy who you with. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she might be white, Asian, or whatever, but you're not making your business say, yeah, you black women can never. You know what I'm saying? Even if dudes do that and I'm there, I'd be like, bro, you don't need to do that. That's corny.
No, you know I tell them not to do that either.
Right.
Yeah. And they make memes and shit, silly shit, you know, just corny shit like, you know, white man know how to do it better, and just dumb shit that we just be like, we don't need to see shit like that or hear shit. Live your best life if that's what you choose to do.
Live your best life. Nobody's bugging you.
Go ahead and finish, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what happened was I jumped on the stream, right? And so I was like, yo, Crystalline Karazin was the one that is supposed to be telling these pink pillars to date outside their race and blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, she's the one that decided to go against KS by bringing a white man on a panel who's married to an Asian woman. But then when she got caught out there and got accused of being a black supremacist, she brought in a black man that's a millionaire, earned 6 figures, in order to make it seem like she's not a black supremacist. I said, I don't understand what your theory of pink pilling is, the point of it. What is the sense of it? There is no point. Date whoever you want. Why are you make videos about black men every chance you get, but then you sit up there and say you don't have anything against black men? You're a hypocrite. So basically, Themis and her basically was just mocking me because I kept saying so-called. So I explained why I said so-called, because I say, black is a color. This is attributed to some experiment that went along in the 1880s with German philosophers, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a construct. That's why I use it. I'm not gonna sit up there and gat at y'all neck if y'all say black people. Like, I'll still say black people, obviously, and white people. But my point is, they mocked me on that. So I was like, all right, y'all gonna mock me. A couple of other women came on the panel, and the whole entire time, Themis is letting Crystalline Karazin interrupt me. So I'm like, so she gets to interrupt me. As soon as I say something, she's talking over me again. So I stood my square. I'm like, but you interrupted me, though. I'm not even getting the word in. Themis is such a lying-ass hypocrite, yo. And I'm sorry to say it, because I'm sorry. Because this has to be true for a good amount of these so-called black men that play that liberal shit. It's usually going to find 2 categories of black men that play that liberal shit. Either so-called black men who are homosexual, or so-called black men who are just straight up in the sauce of liberalism. And one of those, like the black woman is God dudes. That's what the honest truth is. The honest truth is the black woman is God. And Themis is a so-called black homo. I think, I don't want to judge, but he does seem like a so-called homosexual. He does.
He moving kind of zesty. You know?
I don't care what he does. That's his business, but he comes across like that. So basically in the stream, Crystalline Karazin was interrupting me, and then like you had this hyena woman, this biracial woman jump on the stream and talk about, yeah, y'all breeding yourself out of existence, y'all not even marrying, y'all not doing this, coming up with all these traits, these tropes, and all these different things that go against men. So she tried to say women don't get pregnant by how does women get pregnant? So I said, basic biology tells you that a sperm is required to fertilize an egg.
That's right.
So she's like, no, it's not, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, yes, it is. Like, it's basic biology. But experiments happen, bitch. Experiments is experiments. That doesn't mean that's a natural way of giving birth. But peep this, y'all. That woman, the biracial woman, is a single mom who's a feminist that was on the Saint and the Sinner's live stream. So when y'all get off this panel tonight, look for the video, and when you're going to see this light-skinned woman who's Canadian, she's going to be the woman that's yelling and proving herself to be a feminist and this, that, and the third. Is it Alicia? I believe her name is Alicia. Yeah, I think it's Alicia.
She has a black father and a white mother.
Yeah, she's the one that jumped on the panel trying to come at my neck and all this other stuff. I just was like, bye. I'm not going to continue trying to argue with someone who thinks that a woman doesn't need a man to get pregnant, man. Like y'all are slow.
That is bullshit.
And that's what she really was telling me that. I said, yo, y'all talking about IVFs and all these in vitro, like that's not a common practice for pregnancy. Everybody understand. And then they try to say, well, we don't need a man, we just need a sperm. Okay.
They need a man.
So you basically need a man masturbating and ejaculating into a cup in order for you to insert that into your womb to become fertilized with a child in the fetus.
Wow.
You still need a man.
They need a man.
But this is how crazy it is, David. Now you try to sit here and say there's some type of bone inside the body that's capable of extracting or something like that, where they could literally still be able to insert whatever minerals or whatever the hell that is into a woman's womb to get pregnant. Shit is crazy. Yeah. Dude, like, I'm going to touch on this real quick because people try to act as if there aren't women out here who want to be single moms on purpose. Like, you have women, okay, first of all, you have women out there that's still doing the in vitro or doing the self-pregnancy thing, you know what I'm saying, putting it inside the womb, and they might be in a relationship with a fellow woman, or just the fact of the matter that they just want to do it on their own. I've seen classic examples of this shit. Especially these pro-blackity blacks, this so-called black woman that decided to say she wanted to get pregnant. I mean, she was talking about celibacy for the longest. Next thing I log into that page a couple of months after, now she has this big old belly, and I'm like, hold up, how she get pregnant if she says she don't want to deal with nobody? Self-pregnancy, man. And these women act as if people act as if women are not sitting up there talking about they want to get pregnant by themselves. This is what happens. And I'm trying to find a research on seeing how common it is, but you can even look here on YouTube. You will find it. That women are sitting up there saying, I'm a single mom. You ask where the man is or the father is? Oh, I didn't do all that. I did an operation. Get out of here. Please don't be disingenuous and try to say it's men not taking accountability, and it's us on a panel that have all these children out of wedlock and this, that, and the third. That's bullshit.
It is.
I don't have kids.
I don't have kids either.
You know what I'm saying?
Me neither.
I don't have
neither
kids.
do I.
Right. All of us brothers don't have no kids. So what argument are y'all trying to make? And I ain't never tried, bro. I've never had. First of all, people have had pregnancy scares. People try to act as if women didn't, again, going to my point, that women do shiesty shit sometimes. That they tried to lie and said that they got pregnant with your baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like,
they do.
yo, why don't people talk about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it irks me to the core that a woman can be a whore, or a woman can think that she could get away with murder and then put it on a man, but the man has to be held responsible to that whole entire thing. It's bullshit. But yeah, that's what happened on Themis panel, and I just realized Themis is a hypocrite. Themis is a liar. Themis is one of those dudes that cape for women like Crystal and Karazin, which I don't understand. How could you cape for a woman that literally is trying to berate on black men and say the white man is better? This is another strand.
Well, I can tell you why. In my opinion, I believe it's because, you know, he's a part of that group that I was, you know, we was talking about earlier, the different group, and I believe it's, you know, I can't say the real saying. Well, I can, but you know, from what I've been hearing, I'm gonna spice it up. So I believe he's part of that LMNOP, you know, kind of group. Yeah, pretty much. So their ideology is pretty much it's the same. You see what I'm saying? They believe in the same thing. That's why they even on a panel together. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like how us brothers, you know, great minds think alike, is in that realm right there. Oh, unfortunately, they're not doing nothing great, but you know, they got their own little sector, and it's up to men like us to keep having these conversations instead of just wasting time talking about the same shit all the time. You know, you got to have these kind of conversations because these people be listening. So, yo, I salute to you, Bronzebird, for real, because you be giving it to them all the time.
Yeah, man, like you have to. And I mean, Absalom, even yourself. I know when you post up the vids, it's like you really be hitting on the nail with some shit, and I'll be sitting there laughing, but it be true. Like I just be like, yo, I'm tired of the disrespect, whether it be online or in real life. You know what I'm saying? It's an eye for eye. It's an eye for eye for me, a tooth for a tooth. If you disrespect me, I'm disrespecting you right back.
If you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
Thank
I
you.
tell them, exactly. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. They're gonna get the same treatment.
Yeah, and
Shalom, right?
Yeah, the thing that pisses me off, well, not really pisses me off, but you really start to figure it out. People like Demetris try to have these conversations and then relate it to saying, well, you know, it's about bettering the community. Nigga, what community? You're pandering to one of the people who's in opposition of the community, bro. What are you talking about?
They're hypocrites, they're demons, and they're lying.
Like, call them demons.
Yo, for real, they are, man. They demonic, man.
Exactly. If I can find out who these people are on YouTube, like, I will call you out. I won't give a care how mad you get.
I gotta call up Blue Lion, and next time I find a fraud, I'll be like, yo, do this exposed video for me, please.
Bronze. I think the women, they turned on Psycho Candy.
Oh, wait. How'd you find that out?
So I have 4 accounts, right? Mm-hmm. One of them is a troll account called Soft and Wet. Mm-hmm. It's the superpower of the person in my profile pic. Okay, so I on that account I be in Bomb's chat.
Okay.
And I just be listening. I just be listening, and they ripped Psycho Candy a new one for disrespecting Bomb.
What the heck?
Yeah, tell me about it, bro. I'm listening. I'm all ears.
So basically, he was saying like Bomb has like dementia and everything, and she ugly, and she like a very demonic and everything.
Wow.
And so Let's See turned on him. I'm an Aries Queen turned on him. Verbal Assassin ripped him a new one. Mother Earth, Bomb herself. They all told him how they really feel about him, and I was like,
damn.
And you know what's really crazy? I seen a video when Let's See did a video on him. I seen that one. Like I seen what Let's See did that. My thoughts about Psycho Candy, man. Like, yo, I said, I don't think you, Demetris, because you don't watch her stream. Blue Lion, this was way before you became cool with her.
Yeah.
Elite's joint. I basically exposed him. I was like, you know, him and that clown ass fuckboy, Kim123, who's sitting up there talking about community. Dude ain't even a black person. That dude is a Latino, a fucking low life Latino loser. Because first off, Kim123 came at me because I said, why are you making fun of people in their professions? Because we were talking about Uber. Oh, Uber's not a real job. I said that they're making money from it. How is it not a real job? That's where poor people work. I mean, it's the same thing as driving a cab. So how is that not a job? Oh yeah, well if you want to tell us you broke, Bronzebird, then just say so. I say,
that makes you a hypocrite.
I swear, I will roast the fuck out of Kim123. Like if I ever get on a panel, it's game over for dude. Y'all know how my mouth is, so like. I'm like a damn eagle. I gotta relate this Bronzebird. I'm a damn eagle. If he tries to come at me.
I'll be real with you, bro. I never heard you went off to exactly. Not like you heard me went off. I never heard you went off.
Oh yeah, I went off a couple of times. And just had no remorse. I had to just be like, damn, you went in. But the thing about it with Kim123, he's a dick rider. His whole entire thing is to expose SYSBM and passport bros because they're going to other countries enjoying themselves. All they want to say is, why do you sit up there and talk about those women? Why y'all can't deal with American women? Why y'all going to other countries? Why y'all going to other countries and fucking all these dirty foot bitches? I'm like, dude, why are you focused on where a man is putting his dick? If he decides to put it in a foreign woman, that's his business.
Exactly. And
Why
I
do you
got my
care?
passports, and I'm going to get it in a few months.
Why you give a damn?
Exactly. David, and you want to travel to other countries and enjoy yourself, and because you're single, you obviously want to talk to women that's there. There's no, what the fuck? There's no problem with that. You don't want to deal with American women all the time.
I don't want to deal with American women either.
Right. And there's no problem with that. But he made that argument, right? And then the thing with Psycho Candy is, his thing is, yeah, y'all dudes in the manosphere is yah. And then he grouped up with that dude, Aaron Fountain. And then his whole thing, I just called him out. I said, bro, you care so much about what the manosphere is doing, you've made your content on the manosphere. Stop playing that bullshit with me. Nobody's falling for your tricks, fam. Like my thing about it is, stop trying to come around here like you this like nice little gentleman and this, that, and the third. I said, first of all, you're in your early 20s. You still haven't figured out life yet.
He's young.
Right? You talk about how we need to stop complaining about black women and stop complaining about women. You haven't been in a certified relationship. You said that. You said that.
Yep, on the breakdown. You said he had never been in a relationship.
Never been in a relationship. You got rejected by a girl. He got rejected by a girl. And then
he got rejected by Let's See too.
Wait, he tried to holler at Let's See? Oh shit.
Wow. So
you're like
incel kind of shit.
Say that again. You was bored again.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
I was saying, do you think that's borderline incel behavior?
Someone called him an incel. A lot of people called him an incel.
Oh shit!
I think he admitted he was an incel.
He also admitted in the chat, in Bum's chat, like he was like confused.
Confused about what? His sexuality?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh boy!
I didn't know all that. I ain't know all that. Listen, man. This ain't really a gossip panel. I'm just saying this. I'm not discarding.
No, I'm just relaying information.
No, it's cool. I was just joking around. But my thing about it is, I was telling him, I said, it's kind of suspect you care about men having sex with women in these other countries, and then you try to tell black men to stop complaining about black women. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, you have no room to say so. So I was roasting him. I was roasting him. See, when he was on the breakdown, he got it the worst, because Fantastic was sitting up there joking about his appearance. I didn't joke about his appearance at first. I said all I said with Elite Streams, I was like, yo, you need to comb your hair. That's all I said, but
that's it.
Otherwise than that, I've never really tried to make a threat about his appearance. But back to my point, dudes like him, I'm like, bro, I could break you down right now. You can't speak on something you haven't dealt with. If you haven't been in a relationship like that, how are you going to tell me how to treat women?
Exactly.
That makes no sense. Like, I have to coach you on how to talk to women, because obviously, and then he's dating. He was dating some chick online. I said, bro, so the first girl you really gonna take seriously is a chick you dating online? Now dating online has its pros and cons, but if you're a self-admitted incel and you trying to project your ideals on me and the rest of the dude in the manosphere, yeah, I suggest you chill out. You know what I'm saying? That was my whole entire spiel about the thing. Like, you gotta chill, bro. You can't have that conversation, especially with grown ass men.
Mm-hmm. I was just about to say what happened to me earlier. What happened was I loved, because I had dinner. It's like I had me a lasagna, of course. Mm-hmm. That's why I was gone for a little bit.
It's cool, bro. It's not a problem. You all gotta cook up. I just made dinner tonight my damn self, so I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm fresh and full.
Yeah, because I missed making dinner last night.
Yeah, man.
But
I love cooking.
I'm sorry, I just thought it was so fitting, and I thought you'd wanted to know.
Bro, listen, bro. Like, Demetris, I actually find it funny you telling me this information, because I ain't know that shit. I mean, I get it. It's certain dudes that be trying to holler at shorties, You know what I'm saying? People was trying to talk to Let's See. I think Let's See is attractive, but I would never try to say anything to her. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like, I'm not gonna be doing all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person. I'm the type of bird. I'm the type of bird. I have no problem telling people on chats or whatever that they're attractive, but it just be dudes that be simping too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't stand.
They be doing too much. Like I be seeing in these chats, like for instance, like I said, I mean, like for the other time, I think Elite is attractive. I told that straight
Virgo and Jessica X's chat.
Oh
yeah, yo, Smurgo was going in, son.
Jessica X got full of simps.
Yo, she knows that. Like she knows that, but you know, like I be like, yo, that's why you got a big ass forehead, you black. I be joking with her, but you know, I be messing it. Nah. I just be joking with her. Like I just, you know, we cool. But like I said, you just got too many simps, yo. Like I just be like, yo, you attractive? Yeah, no problem. Like I'm not afraid to admit that. But these dudes be like, yeah, wait until you get off the plane, girl. I'm gonna take you out. Well, I hope you come to America. Or when you coming down here, I'll catch your flight. Like,
what the fuck?
Yo, sending super chats in that comment section. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck, yo? Like, y'all need to chill.
Chill the fuck out, you dumb idiot. Like, seriously.
All right. Thanks for coming, Absalom. Hey, pass the $40. You're welcome to come up on the stream if you want, brother. Nice seeing you.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I tried to join her panel one time, and she just kicked me off the panel. Like, I was in the backstage. She just kicked me for no apparent reason.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like for no fucking reason.
That shit that Smurgo said, yo, in that super chat, yo, it was.
Oh, you were there?
I was there, bro. I was in the
chat
section.
Bro, I was driving. I was like, bro, I almost crashed.
Bro, I was in the chat session like, yo, you like an OD simp right now, yo. And I have history of Smurgo. Like, not as a bad history.
The simp chip.
Because he came in, I remember he came in, I forgot what chat it was. Okay, you remember Courtney Fluker?
Oh, yes. And then the next day she came back crying.
She was crying. And then she came on GC's panel. And you know how I am. I keep it thorough. So I was just like, you know, you said you sorry for what you did. Yeah. Actually, Psycho Candy was on that stream too. This is before he switched up. So she was on the panel or whatever, and I was just like, you know, yeah, that's cool what you're talking about and stuff like that, but I don't believe you. You're not believable. All the stuff you talking, how come you don't try to go over to the divestors or try to go over to Chrissy or Cynthia G and try to argue against them? How come you don't try to do that? And she was like, you know what? Black men and black women shouldn't date each other. I was like, oh, now you want to change up. But yeah, yo, like, what was I saying?
Oh, boy. He's streaming.
Something about Courtney and Psycho Candy on the same stream.
Yeah, like, and then that whole entire conversation, it was just like, you know, she's just kind of being disruptive. Then she went over to Red Recovery, Red Recovery Savage stream and was lying on him and this, that, and the third. Like, just too much shit. Just like, back to the simp thing though. Like, it's just, I was Smurgo. And I was like, Smurgo, I think Smurgo was on a separate stream around that time, or he wasn't on it. I don't think he was on that stream, but he was just kind of like, yo, you know, he was playing around, he was trolling. And then later on, he was like, you know, why do y'all care so much about da-da-da? And I said, the only reason why y'all started coming over here is because of KS. That's the reason why y'all over here.
Samuels.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason y'all came through. So then after that, and then Smurgo would kind of just brag about bitches he fucked. And I'm just kind of like, you know, why are you bragging on the stream about bitches you fucked, bro? Like, I don't get it, man. And then they be in these chats, wow, like, you're so beautiful. I love your accent. And I be like, yo, chill out, dude.
He's simping.
Simping. I should make a song off of that. Yo, you sipping. Hey, yo, you simping.
Yo, stupid simp. Like, seriously.
It's like, seriously. Hey, yo, you sipping. Stop sipping. So you want to send in this tribal chats, huh? So you want to simp on the panel, huh?
I got something to show. Oh, Power Rangers, let's go.
Hey, shit got a zap him, yo.
Yo.
Japanese, baby, let's go.
That's right. All right, yeah, you brothers, go ahead and chat. I'm gonna just get me a glass of water real quick. Y'all got it. I'm gonna be right back. Go ahead and chat.
All right.
Yeah, those Japanese morphers and weapons that I got ain't cheap, man. They so fucking expensive.
I bet they not.
No, they're about like $80, $100 to $200 something dollars.
Jeez.
Yep.
Jeez. I was looking at something the other day. I think it was like a sword or an axe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have the money to get it right now, but I want to in the future.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the Japanese morphers is based off Power Rangers Dino Theory. That's on my list.
Okay.
One. Yeah, the Japanese ones are they're accurate to the show. The American version, not accurate whatsoever. Nope.
All right. So, what was this panel originally about? I forget.
Powwow, of course. Hold on, let me see. Y'all recognize this figure? Hold on, let me show him. Recognize him?
No, I'm not familiar with that particular set. I was born in the year 2000, so I grew up with Mystic Force and SPD.
Wow. I was born in the 70s.
Okay, that is Tommy of Mighty Morphin Season 2, the White Ranger.
Okay.
Yep. And Power Rangers still going to this very day. And the Japanese version too.
It really is still going on. The last one that I noticed was Samurai. Some Samurai or something like that.
Oh dang. I'd say like half of what shall I say all of the seasons.
I didn't want to go through all that. I was like, nah, I'll let them have it.
Now, I will say this exactly: if the American version is not your taste, go for the Japanese version. The Japanese version doesn't censor anything. Period.
Wow.
Nope. The Japanese
so
version.
Wait. There's a Japanese version of the show.
Of Power Rangers? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. That's the name of it.
I'm gonna look it up.
Super Sentai. Oh yes. So this is where Power Rangers came from. Super Sentai, the Japanese version. That's like where Power Rangers came from. Yeah. Yeah, I will admit Power Rangers got some good songs and storytelling, but the Japanese, they don't hold back compared to the American version. They really don't hold back.
Okay, so different name. Okay, I see.
Yep. They have different names in the Japanese version. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the Japanese version is longer than the American version. They have like 3 or 4 movies. See.
Movies, whole movies.
Yeah, like actual movies. They like team up with other Rangers from the Japanese version, and also team up with the Kamen Riders. Oh yeah.
Nice.
So it's not censored compared to the American version. And
I remember I used to be a Power Ranger fanboy when I was little, but then I grew out of it. Now I watch. I got back into anime, but my favorite is by far JoJo.
I used to be a huge Power Rangers anime cartoon fanatic. Not anymore.
I don't know. A lot of them right now are on some weird stuff, and I do not appreciate it.
Like I'll take a look a little here and there, but I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. This is all right. That's all I do.
Oh yeah. So
I didn't hear you. What's your opinion on the women turning on Psycho Candy?
That is something, but like, wow. Was I expecting that?
I thought it was well deserved.
Damn, like seriously.
Because that dude was talking mad crap. I mean, I talked to him a couple times in the chat. Outside of this relationship conversation, he's pretty cool. But it's like when it comes to this conversation, he's inept, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Also, Robert, you just came back. We was talking about the Power Rangers, but like I was talking about the Japanese version.
What's the Japanese version? Oh, Super
Sentai.
Okay.
BI Troopers based off Mellow Heroes. Be My Beatles based off Mellow Heroes. Japanese version.
Nice.
And go ahead. And Mask Rider was based off Kamen Rider.
I gotta get into that, man. Like it's been a while, man. I gotta get into that. Who's just talking about?
Yeah, the Japanese version are more. Let's see, what's the word? More better than the American version, and they don't censor anything.
I figured that though. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna get more with that version instead of the American version anyway. Too much censoring.
Yes. Yes, and there's also blood, and the heroes, they do die a little here and there. So I'm not putting spoilers out there for the Japanese version. You have to take a look at yourself. Because I even have them written down on paper. Oh, wow. Look at that background.
I was like trying to be creative because I like to have different backgrounds depending on what stream. So I was like, yeah, Minnehanonck, because it reminds me of like the olden times. David, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Get a word in any time you want, man. You're welcome to. Y'all was just talking about somebody. I forgot who the hell y'all was just talking about.
Yeah, I was putting Mystic Force techniques because like he said about image about Mystic Force, so I was like, I'm gonna give you the Japanese name for it.
Okay, cool.
That's the Japanese version name. You see, I know all the names for the Japanese ones.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta get into that, man.
I'm back.
Okay, there he is. He's back.
I removed myself by accident.
So which Power Suit did you see, Brownbird, exactly?
I didn't see any.
What?
Nah, man, I didn't see any. Like I like I said, I would love to get into that. I'm just so used to watching every like other thing. So I was just like, people telling me about what was it they was talking to me about? They was talking to me about like trying to get into like What's that shit, yo? Oh, different types of animes. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, I see anime in American dub and Japanese dub.
See, and I would love to get into that. I just remember some wild ass shit I remember seeing. I'm not sure if it's anime in general, but like some girl was showing me hentai, and I was just like,
oh damn.
I was like, you like this shit? Like,
and
she's like, yeah.
That Queen Q Bernard stream.
Somebody asked me about okay. You asked me which one is Powers SPD. Okay, the Japanese version for the Powers SPD. I'm gonna give you the name of that because, like I said, I know too much. I did my homework, you see, a long time ago.
Yeah, but I like I said, like a couple of people was telling me about like the anime, so I was like, yeah, I'll watch it sometime. I'm just
that's the name for it for the Japan version.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I just be finding myself because usually I'm just a music head, so I'm usually just always listening to music. So
yes, like
I've been heavy into jazz lately.
You didn't know that, Brown. For Mr. Lee don't know that, but yeah, I know the Japanese name for these Power Rangers and stuff like that. I know the Japanese names.
But when you say it, it's probably gonna be better because, again, like you said, it's not gonna be so much censorship, and I just feel like a lot of the characters that was in the U.S. is based from Japan, so you're probably gonna have a more likely better, time viewing that. you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The only thing when you watch the Japanese version, say you're not gonna understand what they're saying.
No, of course not. But I mean, do they have the subtitles in English?
They have different names, like for the Zords and the Rangers, and all. They have different names.
Okay.
In the Japanese version, so it's not kid friendly.
Okay.
It's not.
Whatever it is, man. Like that's just all I'm dealing with. But no, I was wondering. Demetris, you said jazz. I wonder if y'all ever listened to future funk though.
Ooh.
Future funk?
Yeah. Or vaporwave.
I listened to like a future funk live stream.
Recently?
Yeah. It was like 2 days ago.
So I'll be
cool. I like it.
I'll be listening Brownbird. Like I used to be a huge Power Rangers fan growing up and a cartoon and anime fan. Back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think as a kid I didn't really like Power Rangers too much. Like I liked like it was cool. Like I never really got into it. Just like I never really got into like Sailor Moon or like when Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I tried watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was just like, I don't really feel it like that. Like I know the basics.
With Sailor Moon?
Because
even when I was on campus, I saw like around Halloween time, like I saw some dudes dressing up like the characters in the skirt and the sailor outfit. I was like, what's going on?
No.
Oh my god!
Damn, yo, for real.
But I got some stories for y'all. Like I went to the anime convention, and I actually met voice actors and actors of Power Rangers. See, I did.
I mean, there were some people dressed like Power Rangers too, but the ones that stuck out to me were the dudes who were dressed as like the chicks. They had the wigs on, and the skirt and the high socks. I was like, man, what are you doing?
And they was probably laughing about it, like, yeah, look at me, like. Man.
Yeah, so I bet the voice of Goku, of course.
Your photo.
I bet the voice of
smoke a cigarette. I'm stressed.
I bet the voice of Goku, Vegeta. I bet the voice of Lord Zed. The actor, of course, Adam White Wolf is like, there's the voice of Ichigo of Bleach. I bet him. Oh, I met a lot of people.
So Blue Lion,
I'm about to get off here. I'm gonna go now.
Oh, thanks for coming, David. Maybe you can make it to the Friday stream. But good seeing you, man. Right. Nice chopping it up with you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming, man. So I was saying, so how often do they have the anime conventions in wherever you?
They used to happen a lot since 2010 and 11 and all that stuff, but ever since COVID,
it slowed down.
Yeah. Like I said, I know the voice actors, I knew the actors, so I even got the autograph, I even got pictures with them.
Nice.
Yep. That's right.
You gotta guide me, man, because I want to go to the anime conventions just because I'm super curious. Like, they have anime conventions here, and then they have the SantaCon. So I'm just really curious. I'm like, because like I said, like there's plenty of girls like I dealt with. And they would tell me about this, like they'd be like, "Oh, we're going to anime or whatever the joint is," like, and they would do the dressings of like certain characters, and I'd be like, "Yo, they look so fucking sexy in that shit."
and
I don't even know what the character is.
Here in Dallas, here in Dallas, they got Comic-Con.
That's what it is, Comic-Con.
Yeah, they got Anime Con, and then they got Comic-Con.
Yeah, my fault. So it was Comic-Con.
So Comic-Con, that's more like. People would dress more like Jedi from Star Wars or like superheroes.
I was about to say is I've been to an anime convention exactly, and if you're trying to go to an anime convention for 3 or 4 days, you gotta make sure you have a lot of money saved up to get your badge and everything in the hotel.
Oh yeah. We have this thing here called South by Southwest. That's down there in Austin.
Yeah.
People come from all over just to go to South by Southwest. It's basically a convention for everything.
I mean, my fault. I was gonna say for raps, but I usually know it because of music. My mans and them, like a couple of people I know, try to go out there. They had to save up bread, like money, to perform. So. Yeah, I know about South by Southwest. Shit, I need to travel out more. I've never been to Texas, so you need to go.
I've been to Texas one time.
I haven't been out to Texas yet.
Hopefully, it wasn't in the summer.
Texas
cook alive.
Texas is huge. And Texas has a lot of highways.
Okay, well, if you're talking Temps, how high do they go?
They go low, up, and top, and middle too.
But as in Demetris' point, like to the point you be cooking, like how high do the temperatures usually be like if I come into summer?
The highways, they could be pretty high.
No, not the highways.
The couple days they range from like 100 in midsummer it's like 120. To 97 or 92.
I definitely take back what I said. I was about to say.
Yeah, no, you don't want to come here during the summer. It's way too hot. It's like people be dying trying to get into Texas, and then they get here, and then it's still hot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I take back what I said because I was about to say like a New York summer is nothing to play with either. Like our highest temp in the summer is like 98. And then it got to 100 a couple of times, but like 98. Mm-hmm. Like last week it was like 97.
I would suggest you go to Memphis, Tennessee, but I'm not so sure if you can handle the heat from there, from the South. So that's what
I've been to the South before. I've been to many places in the South. I've been to Virginia, Alabama. Where else? Obviously Georgia. I've been in Georgia a couple times.
I've been to Georgia like 2000.
Yeah, I've been to Florida. I've been to Arkansas. Let's see. I don't know if I went to Tennessee, but a couple of states I've already been to in the South. So when people say, "Oh, the South, the heat," it's nothing to me. I understand how it is. Now, what's the annoying heat is the sticky heat? This Florida.
Yes.
Florida got some sticky ass heat.
What do you mean sticky? What do you?
Yes, Florida does have that. It does.
Because the reason I say sticky heat is because it's one of those. It's like when it's hot. Like you'll be sweating, but it's like that heat that's just when I say sticky, it feels like it's tropical rainforest like sticky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's like how it be here in the mornings. It be hot and humid for no reason.
And that's when I went to Florida. Yeah, when I went to Florida, that's how it was for me. So I was like, yeah, they got sticky heat. Shit, Jamaica does too. Or any of the Caribbean islands. Because I've been to a couple of Caribbean islands too. Like, they're like, that's what I mean. It'd be sticky hot. It'd be sticky hot.
I was about to say, Memphis, Tennessee, they're known for their barbecue and their music.
I know about that. Yeah. Y'all know for like the ribs?
Yeah, barbecue, yes.
Yeah, and the music, I know y'all know for the music for sure. Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, I mean, Memphis is good. Just be careful when you go out there. Just be careful when you go to Tennessee.
It's nothing I can't handle. I'm from New York. We're dealing with crime at like 80%. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that I can handle going out to Tennessee.
I mean, if y'all go to Tennessee, heck, I'll be gladly to meet y'all to show y'all around Tennessee.
Tennessee is cold. Now,
I'll be glad to show y'all
let's not play. Tennessee is cold.
Cold as in what?
Not like when you go up into high up into the mountains, it's like it'd be super cold in the mornings.
What? I never been to Tennessee.
At least it was when I went down there.
What? I didn't know that. I didn't know that, but yeah, I'm from the South, exactly, so I've been in Memphis, Tennessee my whole entire life.
See, I like the South, but I can't get enough.
I'm just speaking from a Texan going to Tennessee, and I was shivering when I was up there.
See, that's different because I don't know how y'all temps be like y'all don't really get the. Let me not say that because I was like y'all don't really get the because it's like because if you understand my drift, like we get the 4 seasons here in New York. Like we get like right now summer, so it's summer. We get summer, we get spring, we get winter, we get fall, like all seasons in that line, right? But it's like even when I went to California, like to me in December when they was like talking about it's like 50 degrees or like 60, I'm like, bro, I'm literally outside with a flannel. Why y'all wearing all these big ass cuffy coats for? Like, and I have to understand y'all cold is not my cold. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I do realize like it's different. You know what I mean? So when y'all say y'all freezing, I'll be sitting up there saying like maybe I must be warm blooded or something because I'm not cold.
I'll be realistic. Exactly, it does get really cold in Tennessee. I mean, yes, it gets really hot in Tennessee, but like winter time shows up in Tennessee, it gets really cold. I'm not denying that. I've been there, so I know. You know what I'm saying?
But when y'all say cold, right? Like I still have to say like y'all ain't have the cold we had.
Yeah. No cold or cold.
Like I'm talking -3, -4 degrees.
Nah, we don't get that.
Yeah. And guess what's the crazy thing about that? I actually worked a night like that before. Like I wasn't outside the whole time, but I remember I had to walk to get to a different location.
Pick up the trash. I don't want to boss.
Now imagine this though. Imagine getting out of work or whatever. It's late at night or it's early. It's the wee hours of the morning. It's only about 2 or 3 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Okay.
Yes.
You see the streets. Like the streets ain't even snow, but you see white streaks all over the place because the asphalt, you know, it's not frozen, but you know, obviously the particles pick up. So you imagine how cold that is. You bundled up like head to toe, and then you walk into the train station, and the train station is at least probably maybe 30, 40 degrees Fahrenheit compared to you coming outside. And you walking around and it's 3 degrees outside. That was a night, okay? Like, not playing no games. Like, your hands become instantly cold. And I had gloves on, so I was good. But that's when y'all say cold, I was like, yeah, y'all don't know cold like we know cold. You know? The only people who can rival us is people who live in Canada or live in upstate, like that live in the, like in the Northeast, like farther like New England. Those are only people who rival us when it comes to cold. So when y'all told me like, oh, y'all don't know how. I was like, you don't know cold like we know cold. Like you probably talking 30 degrees or 40 degrees. I know cold. I really do know cold, man.
I'll be realistic. When I go to Tennessee, I'm gonna go to my old hangout spots I used to go to.
What hangout spots is that?
Crumbles Pizza, Main Event, Dave's and Buster's. Let's go. I'm going to my old hangout spots.
That's right. That's good. Wait a minute. I thought but you're not in Tennessee right now, right?
No, I'm in North Carolina, but like I'm planning to go out there in August.
Okay. Tiff is supposed to be moving into the same state as you, or?
I'm planning this stuff step by step, but I'm just gotta plan it carefully because after doing some research and make some important calls, I'm about to plan this a little carefully and a little different, a little bit. So now I know what I'm. doing.
Yeah. That's straight, man. Like, you know, just make sure everything falls in line. You know.
But that's not the only place I'm planning to go to. Is when I'm out there, I'm gonna visit my old job.
You're gonna visit your old job.
Yes, my old job that I worked at. Yes.
I never be trying to go back to my old jobs. I'd be like, once I quit, I'm never trying to see y'all again.
I'm just gonna visit like, yo, what's up? It's been a long time. That's yeah.
Should have never left you.
They can recognize like Arthur, like man, like Arthur. How is it out there in North Carolina? Oh, it's great. Yeah. I'm gonna say like,
you guys still here?
I know, right? So I'm gonna hang out with my girl, go hang out the old hangout spots, and I'm gonna also hang out with some old friends of mine that I ain't seen in so long, and I know they're gonna be glad to see me. Like, man. They were like, "Yo, Arthur, you wanna?" Bro, let's go. Let's act like a fool for this one time since I'm out here. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Let's act like a fool since I'm back.
Right.
Because that's what I like.
Peace, man. Glad to see you.
That's exactly what I like to do.
What's going on, man? How you living? What's going on?
Not much, man. Just jumping in. I was chatting it up with some old heads, so I came over here, deal with the guys over here as well.
Oh yeah, man. Brownstone Powwow I had to make up for Friday. But
Yeah.
I mean, we just would start chatting about some stuff. I forgot what we were chatting about. We were chatting about weather.
Yeah. I heard y'all talking about the weather and stuff like that. Yeah, that cold. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't get winters like we do.
Yeah. I worked in it though. Yeah.
I got a story for y'all. Saying like after my job, right? It was raining, and I went over there to get that spicy chicken sandwich that people was fighting over at Popeyes.
Oh,
after my job, so I go to see that Disney Frozen 2 movie.
That damn chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Ah man, they got you too.
They got you hooked.
I crossed the street dealing with travel like fuck this.
They got you hooked. He was like, yo, I need that chicken sandwich, man. It's like crack. It's like crack. I need it.
I got an old picture on Instagram still. I still have the picture. Let me see if I can find it. I still have
the picture of the chicken sandwich on Instagram.
Yes, I do. On my Instagram. Yes, I do. I still have it.
Still trying to come through is like, let's need this as a souvenir, like for the grandma.
I told people, I was like, man, if they wanted to poison a lot of black people, that chicken sandwich was it.
All they had to do was say it's chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Chicken on a bun. You know, like look, I've seen some crazy stuff. Wasn't it Popeyes that was trying to come out with a chicken sandwich, and the bread was a donut? It was a glaze.
No, that was KFC.
Yeah, that was wild to me because I was like, why does this remind me of the Boondocks episode called The Loop?
I know, right? I made a feel that.
And then the crazy part was that's what it was. Like if you really look at it, it was
2019. See that?
Yeah, you had to get that chicken.
I made a sacrifice back then of getting that sandwich, man. I went over there and just got that sandwich.
What you got, the iced tea with it, man?
Nah, I just got the sandwich itself.
Oh, okay.
No combo.
This is my Instagram, but yeah, I even got this back when I was working my old job. Look at that.
Was that a cake?
No, that was a pancake from IHOP.
IHOP, yeah.
Yes.
Whoa, wait.
Pancake with the sprinkles and stuff on there. Yeah, my kids.
They be frosting pancakes.
Yeah. I never seen that.
Yeah, they got that there. My kids get it all the time, man. They load it up. They had the icing, the sprinkles, all that stuff on, man. It looks like a birthday cake.
I got that. I got that back then because of the Grinch movie back then in my job. So yeah.
Wait, see,
like
I'm pretty sure your kids either be hype or they be tired once the itis hit them, man.
Man,
eat those pancakes.
Hey, they 10, man. I got twin boys, so they 10. When they eat, one of them when he eats it, he's still live. Like this dude live without even sugar. So when he gets sugar, he be on 10. The other one, he hyped for a little bit, but this guy he eats, so it don't really affect him too much. Like
I was crazy in 2019. Like I said, I lived in Tennessee, so y'all can tell by pictures. Like, damn, you did a lot back then.
Where you stayed at in Tennessee?
I stayed at one of the apartments in Cordova. You see, when I went to downtown.
I'm talking about the city.
Oh, the city. Oh, Memphis is good. It's just the high crime rate out there.
Yeah, I've been out there to Memphis. I've been to Memphis. Did a lot of time in Nashville and Chattanooga because I used to move furniture. So I did every state. That's why when y'all was talking about that weather stuff, I was coming up. I was like, man, the coldest weather for me was Minnesota, man. It was like below 7. I think below 7. Then I've been up to Maine. I've been all the way up to Montana. Been up to Oregon. Oregon wasn't even that bad. It was just more rain than anything. They like on the radio, I kept hearing all this suicide watching and stuff. And I'm like, why is it so much about suicide? Because it literally rains like probably 5 to 6 months out of the year. Like the whole time we was there, it was like drizzling, rain hard in my drizzle. I had to work in it, like literally just drizzle. It wasn't bad. It was just like little drizzle rain. I had to work in it for the whole day. and it was crazy, man.
I'll be rude to you, Zach. The picture y'all seeing, right? When I was in downtown Memphis, my friend of mine, DJ Glenn, was at the FedEx Forum, so I took a picture of that when I was in downtown walking, like heading down to the Sheraton Hotel. That's a nice view. Oh yeah. I still have that old phone, Zach. That phone, Zach, that old phone, I still have it with me. The one I took a picture with. Oh, I still have it. Yes. You're lying. Look in the private chat. Don't say it, but that's my gram. All right, let me see. Don't say it, but that's my gram if you want to add it. Oh. No, that's understandable. Yeah. So if you go ahead and send a request or whatever, like then I'm there or whatever. But yeah, man, like I haven't been to Minnesota, like all that other stuff. So it's like, but you see what I mean? Every time it's up north, if it's the northern states, it's always just gonna be really, really cold. And it's just like, okay, some of y'all have experience, and I'm like, well, Oregon. That's the thing. So when you went to Oregon, did you go to Portland?
Yeah, I did. I went up to Portland. I was on mute. Yeah, I went up to Portland because I think it was the dude. I forgot the basketball player, Rashad something. Like, we transported his car up there. He played for the Trailblazers. Mm-hmm. So we transported one of his cars from Florida when I used to work at my company. Okay. I think he had like a house in Florida. He would always transfer his car up there in the winter times and stuff like that. So, yeah. And then I went up there and dropped some stuff off for some people. Like Montana, man, it's nice up there. It just clear, just like the country, basically. Anybody who ever been to the country, like when you start going like the Iowa and all that stuff, like Iowa's just cornfields and just country, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's the thing about it is I'd enjoy the country, but I just don't know. Like I'm just kind of like one of those dudes that just likes the city or a city like suburb. Like I can't like even when I move, I'm like I still want to be around. I still want to be in some outskirts of the city if I want the suburbs. Out here like the closest thing you'll get is maybe Long Island. You know what I'm saying? Queens. It's the thing you'll get to it in Yonkers, Westchester County, and in upstate. But yeah, I mean Montana. Yeah, look. I would say this. There's a bunch of states that's on my list. Like I gotta definitely visit. I already did California, so I was happy. But I just gotta get some more states. But, yeah.
Hey, Bronzebird, remember that picture you saw about I took? Well, this is the phone I used to use back then.
What phone is that?
Samsung Galaxy S5.
Oh, you got the Galaxy joint. Yup.
Yeah.
Wait, I had the wait. Nah, I had the 5 Note. Note 5, I think.
Yeah, because I'm more of an Android guy.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? People be trying to cut ass on people who be having Androids. Like, oh, you got the Android phone. Why you ain't got the iPhone? I was like, well, because when it comes to the iPhone, y'all got to update y'all phone every 30 seconds. Like, nobody want to deal with that. Y'all gotta be updating y'all phone. It says update, and if you don't update, your phone goes slower. And I'd be like, nah, I'm done with iPhones, man. Like I don't really care about iPhones.
Yeah, now this is another old phone I had.
What phone is that?
Samsung Galaxy S4.
Oh, okay. It says T-Mobile. I can't stand T-Mobile. That service sucks, man.
I used to be with T-Mobile long years ago.
Nah, I don't like the service. I don't like T-Mobile.
Yep.
They kept dropping my calls.
And then the data at the end of the month, your data starts slowing down.
Yeah.
Even though they say it's unlimited, it's by so many gig. My friend had it, and I just put him on my plan so he can come over to Sprint. And then after a while, Sprint started acting up. I just went to Verizon.
They merged Sprint and T-Mobile. Yeah. But I was like, yeah, I'm done with T-Mobile, man. They dropped my calls. And I remember people would call me. They'd be mad at me. They'd be like, yo, why you didn't pick up your phone? I said, that wasn't me. And I'll literally be sitting up there looking at my phone. Or let's just say, like, I'll stream something on YouTube. Then they'll sit up there and say, oh, your service is you might have slower speeds because of yah. And I'm like, wait a minute, I thought it's unlimited. Now you telling me my service is going to go down slower? So, a bunch of the YouTube videos started buffering, and then you try to go on a gram, and oh man, it was crazy.
Hey, believe it or not, there was a guy. He had a $20,000 bill from T-Mobile for streaming the Super Bowl from Hawaii. Like when he was in Hawaii, they couldn't get the game. So he ended up looking at it on his phone. And he looked at it on his phone, and he was at the end of the month of the bill. So, they charge you per, I guess, gig or something like that or whatever that you use. And they end up costing him $20,000 because, like with Sprint, they said they do it like unlimited, but they actually have a rate to where it's like a crazy number that you won't never reach. They was like, the average person probably, let's say they do 10,000. They'll do like 70,000. They was like, if you reach 70,000, that means you just was just like on your phone 24/7. But with T-Mobile, they give you just enough, because they know you're gonna go over, and they charge you like I think it's like an extra $10 a month to get so many, like 100 more gig, and then more than that, they charge you like so much after the gig, or you keep adding 10 stuff like that. But this guy, $20,000, like it was crazy. And they did the same thing with some girl. She had unlimited text, and she texts like 14,000 texts in 1 month.
What?
And she set the record.
I'm just about to say, I'm so glad I'm with AT&T. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because AT&T don't cheat me out or anything. My data stays the same, and I still update my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, like those phones you saw Brownstone, I've been having those for years. And guess what? They still work to this very day.
Yeah, some of my phones I keep, and like let's just say, for instance, I might try to multitask. So I'll be like, oh, I have my phone for this, and I'll have my phone for something else. But yeah, I keep some of my phones, ones that ain't really cracked, you know what I'm saying? Because that was a bad ordeal.
Like, so I keep my phones in good condition. My old phones, I keep them in very, very good condition. People are like, how did you hold on to these old phones for so many years? Because I never switched. I never upgraded till like the time was needed to upgrade. Because I kept my phones for so many years that I never. I'm going to buy a new phone. Like, no, that's a waste of money.
See, I don't try to buy new phones unless it really starts crapping out on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't try to do that. And if it's and then I realize if it's too big, then I'm like, I don't like holding big ass phones in my pocket, man.
Well, that's me. I got the Note 20, and I got the plan where I got the Note 20 regular one, and I got the Note 20 Ultra. The Note 20 Ultra is just a slight bigger than the regular Note 20.
I think we have the same phone.
Yeah.
I think we might have the same phone, yeah.
Yes, like my phone be up there. I pay like 40 something a month, or like close to like 40, 50 something a month for Binance prepaid.
Yeah.
So I'm saving more money. Actually.
You got the Ultra?
Oh, me?
You got the Ultra? Yeah.
I got
the Note 20.
I got Samsung Galaxy 801 phone. That's the latest phone.
You got the 8.
I think I got the regular 20. I didn't get the
you got. Yeah, I got the. I'm actually on the Ultra now because I cracked the screen. Actually, I just got like a dent on the screen, but I dropped it, and the whole back is shattered on my Ultra. So I just used that as like my secondary phone. But the regular Ultra, the regular Note 20, I actually talk on that now. I'm just gonna wait probably about like a couple of more months because it's like $300 something to get it fixed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it fixed with that $300 because it's on the warranty. So I'm just gonna get it fixed with that.
No, I understand. So, like when it comes to my phone, exactly, I always get a phone case for mine. So if it's for waterproof and all that, that's what I get a case for. So like make sure it's thinking there's a crack or anything.
Yeah, I got all that. I got the Autobot, and that's the only thing. It didn't shatter the front, but it just put a dent in it. And the back of it, All it did was shatter the tempered glass in the back. Because with these new phones, they got tempered glass on the back and they got the tempered glass on the front. So if you just bust the tempered glass on the front, then your screen is still good. They just got to replace that top layer. But if you go all the way down to the liquid, then they got to replace the whole thing, and that's like three and some change.
Yeah,
so
that's some money.
Yeah, so
I'm
like
gonna learn how to do that. I'm gonna start doing DIYs because
yeah,
save some money, yo. I don't like it. If it ever happens again with my phone, just like buy the parts and do it yourself.
and a big thing that you want to know too is if you do cryptocurrency on your phone, you might don't want to change your phone out until you get everything like crossed over. Because one of my friends, he ended up changing his phone out for a new phone, and he gave him the old phone because it was cracked. He lost all his entry to his crypto. So he had to literally, I think 2 of them he lost out, like all of it. He can't even get it back. They told him without that original phone, because he didn't do the password, he literally locked out of those accounts. And he got one account where I think he got like 4 more attempts to the password. And if he don't get those, he's locked out of that. And that one, I think he had like $20,000 in Bitcoin in that one. And I forgot what he had in the other one. But I know that main one was 20,000 in Bitcoin. And that was back in 2 years ago when the Bitcoin just went down. So he might be looking at a pretty penny if he can get inside there. But then he had like this guy, he's into tech. So he has a revolving security password every hour on that. So he can get the password for every hour, but he have to also get the main password for that. So it's a headache. Because he has like a
I was just about to ask Robert. So so when you think of my my Instagram, so y'all saw those whole pictures, including one the spicy chicken sandwich that I got.
See that food on there, you know what I'm saying? Like it would probably make me hungry if I was
Yeah. So that, of course, and then I'll tell y'all see my phone. You're like, y'all looking like, what the hell? His phone's in a good condition. That's just how I am.
But that's a good thing. You keep yours in good conditions. I had a bad habit sometimes of just cracking my screen. I remember I had to keep going back to the cell phone repair shop, and I'd be like, okay, this is getting ridiculous because I'm spending too much money. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get this fixed, and I'm messing it up. So.
Yeah, that's just how I am. I just keep my stuff in good condition because I want nothing to happen to them. So I make sure I put it in stuff or have in my pocket or backpack so nothing happens to it.
I just gotta learn. I just don't like dealing with like big ass phones.
Oh yeah.
I don't like dealing with those.
So
you be having in your jean pocket, and then it just takes up all room, and then your leg feel all hot. Because you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't want to deal with that, man.
Yeah, that's how I am. I keep my phones in my pocket.
I try to keep it in my back pocket. I try to keep mine in my back pocket.
I just keep mine to like in my front pocket so nothing bad happens to it.
Yeah,
but like those movie posters y'all saw, like I said, I worked at the movie theater, so I got a chance to see free movies in advance.
Nice.
My coworkers back then.
Nice. That's cool.
All the especially on a Thursday night, like close to midnight on Friday, we got a chance to see free movies every single time. So like when I go up there to go see, I used to Uber. I take myself or Uber or Lyft and go right up there. Yep.
Right after work movies, like, hey, I'm not on the clock. I'll see you later.
So like when I did that, it's like I'll go to the farmers market, or sometimes like I'll go to the Pacific buffet, the Chinese restaurant. Because like they was all near each other. IHOP, all that was like right near each other. So it's like
okay, cool. And it was like a complex center.
It kind of was because the job that I worked at, it's like right near a lot of places. I cross the street to head down to Petco. Yeah, that's how it was in Cordova. Yeah.
Cool. Hey, Demetris, what type of service you have, man?
Me and my family, we all got T-Mobile.
So y'all doing okay with T-Mobile?
It gets annoying like mid-month, but it'll be alright.
Yeah.
I would suggest AT&T, but if y'all go with T-Mobile, stick with it.
I just learned my lessons. I started hearing from people. They call me and I never got the call and I'd be on my phone. I was like, gotta go. I'm not doing this again. Like, yeah,
exactly.
That shit made me so mad because they'd be like, I literally just called you. And I did a test too. Like I told them like, call my phone. As soon as they called my phone, like it went straight to voicemail. And I was like, yo, that's how I know this service is just, it sucks. And, you know, you make sure you keep that out. I kind of had bad luck with technology this year anyway. A lot of things. Like, I think my Wi-Fi was bugging out. And then I had to get my laptop battery replaced. And I was just like, and then my phone cracked this year. Like, my phone cracked. I was like, yo, I changed my phone cracked. You know, I was like, I had to go through like mad phones within like 1 year. It's not even the fall yet. It's not even towards the end of the year. I think this is like my third phone this year.
Oh dang! Like I always keep up my phone, make sure nothing happens to them.
Yeah, like it was just crazy. Like I was just like, I feel like I'm just spending mad money on phones. Like I'm trying to just keep one so I can chill, man.
Now I will say this exactly. The best thing about working at a movie theater, because like I have a lot of experience, is seeing free movies. Now, like you know me, of course, so everybody knows me. I can get you in for free, of course, if you come to the movie theater that I'm at. I can get you.
You got the hookup, yeah.
Exactly, including my old one too. Because all I do is just talk to the manager. So I have connections. Period. Yep, I even got connections out there in Tennessee, Cordova, Tennessee. I used to live. I have a lot of connections out there.
So now you got like area codes. You're like, yo, just call up like North Carolina. Be like, yo, y'all know what movie theater is? Can you get me and my friends in? Like from there, if you're not
part of North Carolina you in?
Raleigh.
Oh, Raleigh. Okay, cool. Man, there's a lot of content creators up there. Edward Anderson is up there. Angerman's up there, and Art of Itmore. Those guys, content creators on YouTube, they're all up there. There's like 3 of them up there.
I did not know that because like I said, I'm from Tennessee, so I didn't know that. Because like I said, I didn't leave Tennessee until 2019 of November of my old job. So that's
I went to North Carolina. Last time I went to North Carolina, I want to say before 2010. But I mean, when I went there, like I remember just going to like it was a family function, like a family reunion.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It was just like that. You know you know how they do. They got the church. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like this like vibe, like I'm really in the South. You know what I'm saying? Like when you a city kid and you go down because you go down there, like when you a city kid, you go down there. There's just this rejoiceness, like that ass, like the South, like this is the scenery. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. This is how narrow-minded New Yorkers, like New York City, residents are. They believe that if they leave the city and go upstate and they go to like these different counties in New York, you're gonna bump into people who straight up country. So they try to equivalate the idea just because they live in upstate New York, they have a country accent. No, they say dead ass and speak just like me, the same accent and everything. Like they just live in upstate New York. They don't live in the city. That's all it is. Like,
yeah.
Wait, what? What? That's some great. There's some great stuff happening in my own hometown that I'm looking at just now.
You'll get that, man, because you got to understand. That's like the people who I dropped somebody off in Buffalo. And the guy was like, yeah, man, we're not far from New York. And he's like, man, we're going to have some fun and this and that. And he's like, yeah, but, the people, it's a different living up this way compared to the city because everything's so fast paced. And when you get down here, everybody just, simple. Just like, man, the hustle and bustle is like more or less like living in the South. Because I think he came up from North Carolina, so he was like, "Yeah, it's just like moving back to North Carolina when you come up here." Yeah. He's like, "Cause you're away from the city."
Yeah, and
people think it's a difference.
It is, and the thing about it is definitely a difference. My bro just told me like I think like moving up there, you can get a townhouse or get apartments in a townhouse for like less than $1,200, and like in a city, like an apartment, a damn apartment don't even really start at $1,200. Like start at $1,600, $1,700. Like the difference, a big difference, and then like what is it, Buffalo, and then there's a couple of other places, like a couple of other little mini cities. But it's just like going up there, you just see how big of a difference it is. I think like one of the times I went to Binghamton, and I was just like total contrast from the city. And you go up there, and it's just like, oh yeah, we live out here, and you know they got the houses and whatnot. But yeah, like it's a big difference, and it's just crazy because people just think when you're not from New York, you talk different, and it's like no, they talk the same. A New Yorker talks like a New Yorker, just like a Jersey. People from Jersey talk like they're from Jersey.
I'm from Mass.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, for example, I'm from Tennessee, exactly, and us people from the South be acting nice, but if you go on our bad side, you know, we're gonna go at you. You know, we act all nice, but if you go on our bad side, you know, ain't gonna go easy on you. You know what I'm saying?
I get that. It's just really like me growing up. It's just really odd, like the contrast between living upstate and living in the city. Like really crazy because it's not the same thing if you go to Tennessee. You know, I wouldn't assume so because it's definitely just a contrast. Like the only people we give like a pass to is people who live in like Westchester County, Yonkers, or Mount Vernon, where DMX is from. You know, because that's not far from the city. So it's like when city versus upstate, big difference. And then if you go out to Long Island, everybody thinks Long Island is just covered with mad Italians. And you have all these towns named after Native Americans / Aboriginal Americans, you know? Mm-hmm. Shit, I still haven't seen an Indian yet in Long Island. Shinnecock, them people out there called Shinnecocks. Wu-Tang Clan members is allegedly Shinnecock. And I've never seen a Shinnecock person a day in my life yet, or someone who admitted that they're a Shinnecock Indian. They look just like black people. But
yeah, I just checked up Tennessee, exactly, right? It's like ain't too much crime going on, but like there's still like there's some other things going on in Tennessee, my own hometown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like what? I think that's where what's the guy named Sir Obadiah? He's from Nashville.
Oh shit!
Oh, Nashville.
What?
Oh, I've been there.
Everybody on the E.
I've been to Nashville, Tennessee, Jackson, Tennessee, Atlanta, Georgia. I've been to that.
That's where I'm at now. I'm in Georgia.
Where you at in Georgia, man?
I ain't been to Georgia in years.
Yeah, I've been.
I don't know how much.
A minute.
I don't know how much. Where you at in Georgia?
Decatur, right out the outskirts. It's really Atlanta, but yeah, I'm on the outskirts.
It's like the outskirts, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Outskirts of Atlanta.
My family took a vacation down there last year.
Oh, I'm realistic because like I'm not new to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm not new to it, so I know what stuff is out there.
I went to Atlanta.
Believe it or not, I actually ran into Gold Professor came down here this weekend.
Professor.
I met up with Gold. He rode his motorcycle. Dude, that man's a beast. He rode his motorcycle all the way down. He went up to St. Louis, and from St. Louis down to Georgia, from Georgia to Arizona, and he's gonna ride upstate. From Arizona upstate, like he left on Thursday. I think it was Thursday. No, it was Friday. He left Friday morning. He got to Georgia by Saturday, and he just touched down to Arizona today. And I think they're supposed to ride out either today or tomorrow and go to Cali from Arizona.
Nice.
Yep. Like cool. He did 20. I think 22 and a half hours straight drive. Like, 20, just stopping for gas. Yeah. He just stopped for gas here and there, stopped for gas and this and that, but he drove 22 hours straight. I was like, man, wow, I can't do it.
Yeah, like I need my rest, man.
Yeah, he's a real bike rider, man. Like it's the guys that say, yeah, I ride bikes. Nah, this guy's a real bike rider.
Shit, 22 hours, no sleep.
Yeah, he's in the club, man. So he's like, he get him some coffee, and all that, and then he crashed for a couple of hours. Then he jumped back on it and went on and rode in to his boys. Because when he came to Atlanta, he was only supposed to be here for like 2 or 3 hours, and he's gonna push out. And me and Kane, Kane the God, we met up with Gold Professor, and we kicked it with him, for about like an hour and a half. And he just went to one of his club brothers because he got a chapter out here. So him and his club brothers, they just kicked it, and that night, and he got up the next morning and started riding.
Nice.
And I was like, man.
Well, I thought Kane. Where Kane from?
Kane from New York, but Kane down here in the A.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He got a spot. He got a spot down here.
It's like you know why I could tell is just how his demeanor is and how he speak.
How he talk.
How he talk.
Yep.
I was like, the Kane definitely sound like a New Yorker, man. But that's how it is in Atlanta. A lot of the dudes from New York is moving down to Atlanta. I remember chopping it up with this girl from Atlanta, and I was like, yo, I tell people all the time I have a sweet tooth for Southern women. So I was like, shorties from the Atlanta, they was talking to me, they was being polite and nice and all that. I was like, God damn, like Southern women really is something.
I gotta ask y'all exactly. How much has changed out there in Atlanta? Because it's been years since I've been down there.
Yeah, too much change. A lot of stuff still the same. They got more building stuff now. It depends on what area, because I know from Gwinnett all around to Decatur, the gentrifying and stuff like that. So the neighborhoods are looking a lot better. And the crazy part, I moved into this area where I'm at now, like 2 years ago. Property value on my house already went up like $40,000.
What? I bet you want to say how many conventions still out there in Atlanta, Georgia, the one that we used to go to. Oh, here we go. Yes. Anime Weekly Atlanta, AWA. I was wondering that's the anime convention still out there in Atlanta, Georgia. It's been years since I've been over there.
Yeah, man, a lot of stuff still the same. They got a lot of couple good restaurants just moved in. That slutty vegan, man, they everywhere now, man.
Oh,
you can't go nowhere. Yeah.
My homeboy had went to Atlanta. And he was like bragging about that restaurant.
Yeah. They got the vegan bacon and stuff like that, man.
Bacon.
Yep.
Let me tell you something about that vegan. Like, a lot of people be trying to crap on vegan food. Like, oh, y'all just eat plants and this, that, and third. I said, no. There's a son and a mother that owns a vegan restaurant in Harlem, and when I tell you they mac and cheese is superb, that mac and cheese is superb. The desserts is good. They have unfortunately, because it's vegan, they'll try to do like soy as an alternative. But even with that, they have the little soy chicken, soy fish. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay away from soy products, but it's just so good. And they do the yams just like they would do in regular restaurants. So a lot of people gotta be careful when they talk about vegan food and trying to be like, oh no, vegan food. Like, no. We have whole festivals out here in the summertime when they're supposed to be having like when they have these vegan, like everything from Caribbean vegan food, usually just Jamaican, but vegan food or Trinidadian vegan food from there, right? And then they have what they had. They had a vegan Pop-Tart, like a pastry.
Interesting, because I like trying vegan and veg, all those different foods like organic. I'm not picky.
Yeah, right. And then it's like I said before, like especially when you get our people that do the vegan food, that they're gonna touch it and put some seasoning in there. I mean, unfortunately, we all just gotta stay wary of the salt intake, the sodium intake, because you gotta be careful. I gotta be careful about that as well. But let me tell you something. I remember one time I went to that festival. I picked up a mac and cheese. It was $12. Best money I've ever spent on mac and cheese. I don't care. It was too good. It was too good. Too many people, they be like, oh yeah, but vegan food, Like, I get it. Like, okay, if you go on YouTube, right? I forgot, it's some lady on YouTube. I forgot her name. I remember they was trying to make bacon out of banana peels, and I was just like, y'all are bugged out, man. Banana peel bacon? I'm not eating no banana peel, man.
They got a dude that's on YouTube. He made vegan oxtails.
Mm-hmm.
Man, those things. I was like, man, I want to try that. What he did was got the most people use the jackfruit
Yeah,
and
jackfruit.
the big bell mushrooms and do that. Man, he was killing it. And he made ribs. It's a place in Utah to sell vegan ribs. Like
Yeah,
everybody got there fighting. They be like, man, this
yeah.
thing. They be like, it's like real. Like, where's where's the cow, man? Y'all killing me, man. Y'all just made me break 20 years of being a vegan for this.
Exactly. I was about to say, these women, man, on Twitch, man, they out of control, man. You know what I'm saying? Twitch is out of control. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Bro.
It is. I mean, especially with these women with these hot tub streams. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna touch on that in a second, but I was saying like, what's crazy is like what was it that I was seeing? Yeah, you talked about that, but it was some dude, right? It was some dude that I met up with in the Bronx. They was just having some event. They made chicken out of oyster mushrooms. You understand? They breaded it. Yeah, they breaded it, and then when you just bite into it, it dead ass tastes like chicken. And I was like, yo, the way that they understand the texture of food is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like they did pulled jackfruit. So they did, it's like pulled pork, but they did jackfruit. You know what I'm saying? And then I remember my first time I tried vegan stuff. I was like, what, 8, 9 years old. My mom got me these like tofu ribs with collard greens. And I'll never forget the day. I was like, is this real rib? Is this real rib? My mom laughed at me. She was like, nah, that's tofu rib. I was like, what the hell is tofu? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's crazy. Like, you know, I think that just a lot of people get experimental. But it's just like, you got to know how to make that food. Because if you go on Instagram, right, like, the thing that I did not like seeing, and I ain't gonna lie, was a white person. They tried to make mac and cheese, so they had all the ingredients to make mac and cheese. But what they did with the imitation of cheddar, they poured the liquid on the noodles, and that's it. I was like, no, baby girl, you gotta bake that. You don't just throw the cheese on there and just be like, oh, bon appetit. No, honey, you gotta go ahead and put that in the oven and let that bake. All right. I don't care if it's vegan or it's regular cheese. You gotta let that joint bake. You know. So,
in Atlanta, Keisha Lance Bottom, she got in trouble for that. Man, she did a video showing some macaroni and cheese. You know, all she did was pour the cheese over the noodles, and she like ready to serve. They was like,
nah.
If you don't get that water noodles out of here.
That's what I'm saying. You don't do that. Like, it's just like it's common sense. Like, it's just like how you try to roast on like white people because they don't put in seasoning, and it's just like you don't do that. Like I don't like. It's just the rules of the game. I don't give a damn if you vegan or not. It's just a certain way you're supposed to cook it. And everybody knows Big Mama mac and cheese is supposed to have some type of crust in it. All right. You know, you get fancy. You throw the breadcrumbs in. And stuff like that. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you vegan or you not vegan. There's always the same. It's the same formula. You know what I'm saying? Black people know that too well. It's just like if you was trying to create a vegan Kool-Aid, you know damn well it's still got to be sweet. It can't taste like water. It can't taste like vitamin water. Okay, like it can't.
Exactly.
I will tell you a story real quick. What's good, 1Gs? Yeah, look, 1Gs. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Being on the vegan side is not bad. You just have to regulate, you know, what your body intake is. Not everybody can be vegan. You know, certain people, and that's why I don't shame people. If you eat meat, you eat meat. I don't care. Like, do you? You know what I'm saying? But, oh yeah, like I remember I went to some festival back in like 2014, and they had the Vegan Fest, and I was so disappointed when I got there because I thought at first it was cool, and this was back around the time they were selling these drinks, I think, that had CBD in it. It was a Bob Marley drink. So they had some Caribbeans there, like, you know, singing, and he's like, care for Mother Earth or whatever. So I went to the barbecue. Guess what they was roasting? All vegetables. I thought it was gonna be some nice ass shit, but it wasn't. The only thing that was good on there was corn. Now I went to go get the lemonade, and the lemonade was the lemonade tasted like water, man. It's just like they threw they just threw the lemon in there. I thought the lemonade was gonna be sweet, but I was like, that's not lemonade, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was just disappointed. One G's, you can hop on the panel if you want. Our link is right there. Go ahead, She.
They ain't even try to sweeten it with honey or something like that. Like
no honey, no agave, man. Like I was like, nah, man. Like I was disappointed.
But I want to let's talk about the Twitch thing, shall we? Should we talk about Twitch a little bit?
Well, run me down on it. What's going on with Twitch?
These women, man, has been doing these hot tub streams.
Oh, I saw that recently. Yeah.
Like I be seeing in my own eyes. I'm on Twitch. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Do they be butt naked?
No.
They just be in a bikini and stuff, right?
They shouldn't be pimping these guys, man. Up their money.
No, it's not pimping them. I mean, Blue Lion, it's the same thing of like the argument that comes up over and over again about OnlyFans. You can't just blame the women now. You have to look at the men because those are the dudes that keep buying it and keep making a subscription. So I just be like, I'm not buying no OnlyFans and I'm not going to go on Twitch to see that. You know, we live in a whore culture. So it's like you're going to be seeing ass and titties every day. I mean, what's the difference if I go on Instagram right now and I see a chick in a bra and panties? Like, I'll see it all the time.
Exactly. But yeah, these guys are just simps. They send a donate to these women.
Yeah, they're definitely simps, dude. Like, it doesn't surprise me on what they do. You know what I'm saying? What you know?
I'm playing exposed Twitch. You'll see. But yeah, like
expose the video.
Everybody know how I get now. Exactly. Well,
I was gonna say that's the crazy part about it is, you know, you can watch porn sites for free now. Like, why would you even pay for OnlyFans?
Yeah, you can watch it for free.
And then the crazy part, most of the women that are on OnlyFans, they stuff is over there on the porn sites because if people don't buy OnlyFans, they still got to promote their stuff like over there. So either way it goes, it's like you're getting the best of both worlds. Like, why not just go ahead and get the free versus paying?
I've never understood. I mean, because to me, I just think it's a fad. And this is my theory on why I think it's a fad. Now, I don't understand how OnlyFans came in to market themselves. Well, they probably didn't try to market themselves on purpose. But when COVID started, because there was so much frustration with staying in the house, I was hearing from, I think somebody that was working at UPS or working at whatever, that there was a high demand and high sales on dildos. So you had mad women copying these dildos. They're just like, yeah, I'm going to get it, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, they was like, you know, you want to make money from home, you know, all these opportunities. And then boom, OnlyFans came in. So they was like, all right, cool. We got OnlyFans now. Shorties want to get butt naked, make some cash, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's what happened. But I honestly, to me, you know, like, to me, it's just like, I don't see how it serves any purpose. Like, what's the best that's going to happen? The chick is going to take off her clothes or she's going to be in, like, what is going to do?
The biggest thing about OnlyFans that a lot of people say is more like hands-on interactions because you can tell her, stick your finger in your ear, she'll do it. Touch your toes. It's more like, you know, face-to-face type interaction versus you looking at the video and be like, I hope she touch her ear. Or, I hope she do this. You know, guys got foot fetish. Oh, she take off her shoe.
Yes, true.
Oh my goodness, she took off her shoes. Oh, look at her big toe.
Oh man, she colored her toenails red.
Yeah. So it's more with that. It's more the interaction to where, you know, you tell them what to do and they do it on OnlyFans. But that's like the biggest thing because I was on Beasley channel. Beasley was talking about how I think one of his homeboys was in like a mafia. He quit the mafia because he was making like $1 million a month on sexual party stuff like dildos and not even just dildos, straps and all kind of stuff. And I was like, really?
Wow.
He was like, yeah, man. He's like, you can make like that's one of the biggest things on Amazon that people order because it's so discreet, because it come in that little smiley box. But you don't know what's in there. It might be from a rabbit to a 16-foot dildo. Like, you don't never know. And with most women at home, guess what they're doing? Because you can't go interact. You think you're gonna get COVID. They're at home pleasing themselves. So they're like, why not make money
get
off
paid
of
for it? Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about to say, Zach? I'm gonna expose Susan too off of YouTube. I'm gonna expose her for sure.
You're gonna what?
Expose Susan off of YouTube.
I don't know who Susan is.
She is the person who in charge of YouTube. Because her brother, of course, like she has a stepbrother who's in charge of Google, of course.
Okay, but you've never like interacted with her or said anything to her.
No, she's messed up the website. She has messed it up big time. A lot of
my YouTube. I don't know. She might, if she got that power, man, she'll kick you off. You might want to watch it.
I mean,
termination.
No. I can still expose her exactly, but I'm not gonna go to that extreme to get my channel terminated. I'm just gonna be cautious how I do it.
Oh yeah, definitely just be careful because especially nowadays, YouTube be bugging on a lot of different things. They shadow ban one of my videos anyway. Yeah, I remember they did that. I was sitting up there bugging like, yo, this shit only got like 11, 12 views because on average I get more than that. But I was just like, yo, they shadow ban my video.
Hey, they got what's his name? Dr. Anwar, who does the big discussions. Man, he did a video on COVID where he was talking about the different vaccines. They shut him down. Like, soon as the stream started, I looked at like the first 2 minutes and I was like, yeah, I'm about to go back and look at it. So right when I was like in the middle of looking at it, it just cut off. I was like, what happened? I was like, oh crap, like something happened. Then I went to his channel. His channel was even gone. They took his whole channel down.
Wow.
Fight for it and everything. And they told him, they said, we'll let your channel back up, but you cannot show this video again.
That's crazy.
It's like, you can't show the video.
See,
he was like, what community guidelines? He was like, they just said, don't show it or else.
Yeah, dude, like it's insane, man. But I was gonna say real quick, but it's interesting you say the interactions from OnlyFans real quick, but I was like, but this is the same thing they did on a lot of different sexual websites. So it's just kind of weird to me what makes OnlyFans different if you could literally do it on another chat room. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never really seen the difference,
It's the newest thing, Yeah,
that's
like when Instagram came in, it took over Facebook. Yep. When Twitter came in, it took over, Facebook. All these different sites, like Snapchat. Snapchat came in and took over all of them. Snapchat was supposed to be a dancing site, and it literally took off as a social media where people can go on and congregate, talk with each other, send videos and messages.
Yeah,
it wasn't even designed for that.
Yeah, I didn't like Snap. And plus, when I found out they got into an investigation, because I was already like feeling like some type of way about it, but then it's just like later on it confirmed my suspicions. So I was like, nah, I'm not doing Snapchat. I mean, any social media site already has its bads to it. I know that already, but it's just like, yeah, everything, once that one thing comes in, another thing comes in, another thing comes in. So, it's just like with everything, bro. And it's just, I just feel like, yeah, you got those fads going on, but it's just still like the other social medias is trying to figure out ways of trying to market themselves or trying to be at the top. So Snapchat got Snapchat Premium. Then Twitter is like, you pay for this, that, and the third to read tweets. And it's like, what? Like, nah. Facebook, I don't know what they're trying to do. They're trying to do many different things. So I'm pretty sure they're not dead. But, obviously people is hopping over to Instagram, but Facebook owns Instagram. So, yeah.
And since they own them, they good.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, they could be like, Facebook is dead. Okay, Facebook is dead, but we still own Instagram, though.
I will say this exactly, and I'm surprised that one of my family members even took the doggone vaccine. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, there was a couple of people we talked to on the stream. Whether it was here on the Brownstone Powwow or AD's joint, it's like, yeah, I took the vaccine. I said I'm not going there with it.
My father took the vaccine. I'm like, what the fuck? I just talked to him. I'm like, what the hell?
What was his reason? What was his reason for taking
I don't even know. I didn't even ask. I'm like, oh my god.
Because certain people just was like, oh, it's a lot of different reasons. They're like, oh yeah, well I want to go back outside, or I want to do this, or certain people have legitimate excuses and reasons. They might be like, oh yeah, well I did have COVID. I don't want to get COVID again. So yeah, but it's just like a lot of like it's smoky mirrors to me. Like I'm not feeling it right now.
Yeah, I be trying to tell people, man. COVID has made people understand life insurance is important. That's like I always push that on my channel. I talk about even with Alonzo Hall, man, with him doing life insurance. I'm like, reach out to the dude, see your options, because I know accidental insurance is like less than $20 a month. Like even if you get term life at a young age, man, you'll be set. Just make sure you get like a 30-year term life, and you good. So if you're in your 20s, you get a 30-year term life, that means you'll be around 50 something. If you even live to over 50 something, of course it's gonna go up even more. But a whole life policy, that carries you on. And it's not even that expensive. Most people, they wait to get the policies when they're older. That's why it costs more. The younger you are when you get the policies is good. Like right now, I ended up getting a policy for my two young kids. They 10. Like they pay $50. I'm gonna get it to where they pay $50 a month, and it's gonna be a whole life to where they carry on. I pay it till they, get to be older. Most likely I'm gonna pay it they like 21 to 25. That's when I'm gonna let them know, hey, you gotta start paying your own insurance. And with that being said, that whole life you get about, I think me and him talk, they're gonna have like close to $9,000 to $10,000 by the time they turn 21 in the policy to where they can, borrow against their policy and pay it back. So let's say they turn 21, they got 9,000. They pull that $9,000 out of, I think it's 50,000. I think I had 50,000 instead of 100,000 because the one I got a universal index, and with the universal index, even though it's 50,000, as long as you keep putting money in there, it goes out the stock market. So as long as the stock market's doing good, that 50,000 will turn into 60, 100. Like I got 100,000 on me, and I got it about 3-4 years ago. I got $115,000 into this policy already. Like I got 15,000 within these, 3-4 years of me having a policy. So it was valued at 100,000 when I started, but because it's in the market and the market is doing good, I got in the S&P 500. That's the index. So I'm already made 15,000 on that within them years. So I'm like, that's why I got that same policy for them, but I got it at 50,000 because the amount of money I'm spending for my policy at $100, they only spend it for 50. If you just get some like Alonzo, he hooked me up with that, so I'm good. Like I got more policy because I was gonna try to get $1 million policy, and I'm damn near close. But my thing was, I'm like, I got enough to where my wife is good. Why not go ahead and get enough to where my kids can grow into theirs as well?
Right.
So it's like that's like the mindset. Because even my grandmother, I paid for my grandmother's funeral because her policy lapsed. But when it came down to it, everybody in my family, my mom, grandma, my great grandma, all of them, they had policies. My uncles, they all, because we always push, if you die, you're going to leave a burden for the family if you don't have a policy.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's like the biggest thing, Don't leave burden for the next family members to try to pick up your slack. Just go ahead and, even if it's like them, but 10,000, like to be honest, $10,000, man, you can pay $25 a month for that policy.
Exactly.
And you know, it's
Yeah.
best to do it when you're young, though. You know.
Now I think that's you bring up a great point. It's just like um, yeah, just I'm starting. I still daily on the research. And I've been picking up so many financial books too. And I try to look at videos on like YouTube's. I'll pass by your page and I'll just be like, okay, cool, because it's finances is important. I just feel like like early on, I was just really like, nervous about money. I'm like, whoa, what do you do? Like this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. But I was like, you got to be humble because you got to understand it's not supposed to work against you. It's supposed to work for you, and you have the opportunity to, make something of it, like you can get where you want to be. You put it just goes back to everything. You put your mindset to something and it'll work out. So, don't let like, I think the philosophy I'm getting into now is just like, don't think that money is not there for you. Money is there for you, and unfortunately people just think, oh, when a person has a lot of money or blah, 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 they're a prick, all this other stuff, or you get a lot of money, you change. No, that's only to people who idolize. When you're just a regular person who's just like, okay, I want to be financially responsible, you start to realize the power it can bring you. It's definitely benefits. And a lot of people just don't want to recognize that. A lot of people just want to stay confined to just being like, well, I'll spend it for things that I just want to get instead of what I need, Especially you put in that policy to help you out in the long run so you don't have to suffer when you're older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They got several insurance policies, man. Me and him was talking about a policy to where if I get hurt on my job,
You pause.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you pause, man.
oh, there it goes. Yeah. But even with the elderly policy, they got where if I put so much money in and I get older, I need hospice care. It's a policy for that. There's a policy for, if you get injured on a job where it's two policies. You got one to where you got to wait after 90 days and they got to process the paperwork. Then you got another policy, which much higher to where you get your money instantly right then. Once you get hurt, 2 days after you get hurt, they automatically paying you. But that policy is more expensive. See, that's like I was saying about with the whole a lot of people we know about just getting life insurance, but just knowing the different terms of term policy to where you only live out a certain length of time. Once that policy is almost to the length of when you ready, it starts doubling up on payments. See, they don't tell you that from the jump. They only tell you this term policy is $20 a month. But once you get to a 20-year policy, day 18 or day 19, you start paying $1,000. You're like, wow, why? Nobody told me it's gonna get to $1,000 because the whole policy they're gonna sell you the policy. That's the key.
Right.
Even with whole life it don't change. But the whole point with whole life, you can borrow money off of it. And universal life is the same, but universal life goes off the index fund of the stock market. And then they got another policy as well, is like universal life where it goes off the market as well, but it gives you more yield because those are more of like for the elite class. So universal and that policy, those are more for the elite class. Only reason I got to hold to it because it's a policy that's recommended for people who actually want to spend a little more in their policy, because nobody wants to spend $100. That's like $100 a month. That's like, wow, that's too much.
Yeah, you get cheap on it.
What I'm about to say is, I'm about to head out there. It's like late where I'm at.
Oh, you about to drop down? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, y'all come back Friday. I was gonna say this last thing too. Like, I was kind of just glad I got the life policy because it's just like, me and a financial consultant talked it over, and she was just like, make sure that you stay on top of it, and you pay this amount every month and stuff like that. So baby steps to certain things, but I was just glad like the different options I could have because I was just like, okay, I'll just make sure I'm good on that and still try to read and still understand all the benefits that come with it. And it's like it's just good to have financial guidance because there's just certain things like when I wanted to save up something, she introduced me to an app how to save money, and I was like, cool, like because there's certain bad habits I have when it comes to that, and I just be like, oh yeah, I want to save for this, or I want to save if I'm trying to do these important things and pay back debts. So I definitely do think it's a benefit. But yeah, what's y'all last words? I'm gonna drop down myself. What's y'all last words? And then Friday, y'all know I'll have the regular stream. What's y'all last words?
I must say is thank you so much for having me here, Brownsburg. Exactly. Me, of course, when it comes to my channel, I like to speak that truth, speak that knowledge, and teach people.
Truthers.
That's right. So I must say, shalom, later, everybody. Take it easy. I'm about to have to sleep right now. I'm not gonna sleep in my bed yet. That's why what I'm doing for this week coming up. Take care of some stuff, and then I'll be back in my room. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna sleep in my living room.
All right, cool, man. Have a good night, man.
Thank you. You too, and also later to you as well. So I can't pronounce your name. Sheed. Well, it's good to meet you and everybody else, but I'm a lead now, so adios. Take it easy.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace out.
All right. My man, what's your last words?
Always my main focus on family goals. If you got a family, you gotta build generational wealth. If you don't got a family, you still gotta build generational wealth because, if you're building to have a family, go ahead. If you're not building to have a family, you still got to take care of yourself. In the end, hospice is a thing that you got to pay for. So that's what I always kind of tell guys in the manosphere. If you're dealing and you're going into a relationship, cool. If you're not going to be in a relationship, you still got to take care of yourself. Hospice is a thing that's going to cost long term. So by all means, have some type of way of making money, have some type of way of saving in order to prepare for the future. That's the one thing that we always, talk about money and stuff, but we're not preparing for the future. So if some do come up,
I'm sorry to interrupt you. You also talk about credit too, right?
A little bit, not too much, but more or less, I more or less try to get people focused on business. I talk about credit a little bit, getting people to, reduce things on their credit as far as paying stuff off, even with just dealing with creditors, just calling them and letting them know, because a lot of people don't know that certain things on your credit, if your address is wrong, they have to take it off.
Yeah.
They have to take it off your credit. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that.
And you can lose points for like certain things. I'm learning that now. I just, I'm just amazing what credit can do for you and what it can do against you. So, I started learning like the book that I'm reading talks about talked about chapter 11, bankruptcy versus chapter 13. And I had looked at a couple of other things when it came to credit. So yeah, the book that I'm reading right now is breaking it down. I'm learning all these like terms and all that. But yeah, credit, that's what I wanted to ask you because I was like, people talk about credit too. So I was just like, yeah, you learn credit.
Yeah, because even being an authorized user on somebody's account, that can boost your credit score. You don't even have to have a card with them. Just being an authorized user, it boosts your credit up for 6 months, and then you'll go and apply for a card. Once everything that you have is normally typically paid off, and you apply for a card, even getting a secure card, it's always best to get a secure card with a large amount. If you can save up 5,000, it'd be better. But if you can save up 1,000, 2,000, get a secure card with like that much amount. So when it's time, your secure card is already, being paid up on time. You're only using for gas, groceries, and you're paying it off at the end of the month. Then they'll give you an unsecured card, which will, boost your credit up even more. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
We gotta get out.
You know what we need to do? I think I'm gonna run a Brownstone Powwow one day. We're just gonna talk all about money and finance, man.
Hey, I'm with it.
Right,
I tell Alonzo to come over too, because he's a a financial advisor, so he knows a lot about this stuff. I got his personal number. We can set up something where he can get over here and teach us even more.
Yeah, hey, look, I allow for presentations and all that, so yeah, we'll set it up or whatever, and we'll go over there.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Of course. Thanks again, always for coming around, man. You always break it down with the knowledge. You know what I mean?
Oh, no problem.
So yeah, man. Thank you for coming through, bro. See you if you have my next stream Friday.
Yep, I'll be there.
All right, man.
Friday powwow. Yep.
All right. Take care, man.
Yeah.
Once. All right, you guys. Thank you for coming through for another successful Brownstone Powwow. This episode tonight was called Minnehanonck. Next episode will be called International Embassy. That's going to be talking about the quarrel between so-called African Americans, Africans, and Caribbeans. Just a thought process that I think about. But before I get out of here, you know the vibes. You know that I'm going to play the music before I get out of here, so be prepared for that. Hold up.
Oh, yeah. All right. Check this out.
Take a little trip through your mind and explore it.
I've got a penny for a wish, a nickel and a dime for the time I've spent making up my shit in a room on the wall filled with wax. The facts transact, the insomniac. Your overnight sensations will bust to the boogie. Fresh is the word, but the word is who is he? Front like you care, so you wanna be down. Elements change, rearrange, but still the same. Game is the price, cause you gotta sound nice. My urban soul's old, Joe, I've been around twice, so who's fooling who? I'm turning in the mist with just half baggy jeans, twisted cap, and look at me, wow. I'm on a journey with men, mystically and physically. I'm bored so stiff of fake rhythms and riffs. What if I had a fat beat and a little gift? I might be homeless, but good news, a derelict. Posture reiterates the state I'm in.
Revelation spins 33 in the third. I'm ripped with positivity and giving these words something new. The mode is idolized in the groove. Non-functionals upset my intellect, yet I can maintain. The feel's still the same. My mind's in motion cause I'm passing up the beam. I gotta get over. Put the needle to the groove. Pop the top off the boom. Know what to do. Check it out. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop.
Push will ever be irritated from the ruckus downstairs. Bunch of niggas sampling cats. Figure me among golden dinner. And they grass speaking scatter pieces of a puzzle. No other brother can fit. Maintain the vocal acid. Let it lose. Good news is when you're unconscious. I formulate past time present. Present is the boomer. Behold my shoe to imprint. Liquids hanging on the scene to get daft. You never heard of. I never get daft. Cause roll call them absent. Take it to the bone or push the hill too. Days of the hood, cruising lesson from the low now. Kill me inside, though I'm feeling from the fifth. Real and rock lies, scribbled the point. Came up with another one, I don't ever cast till I sign that. I'm that brother feeling blocks at the cottage. Batteries banging, I squeak to get the beat. Put the Sherry Carter on the tube. Answering my own voice, it the sound, let it simmer. Plaster the walls with my favorite rap singers. Didn't know that, didn't know that. I'm trying to hit. Switch to that style, the crew never knows yet to debate. Words from a singular incision. Plural is a human in the noun transmission. Blue skies move savior to the source. See me with the same type of honey that I bought last Christmas. Now my idol is low down swimming. Payment trials, even to Prince Child. Check it out. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. You know I rock like that, y'all. And no, I don't stop. Check it out, y'all. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Check it out. Check it out, y'all. Keep on.